Ay, ay. Look. I'm too cool for the rules, baby, get off of me. Never need no push, I do it all for me. Keep a couple real hitters, got them on call for me. Money moving, got it in the market where it ought to be. Too true for the flex, baby, don't cap to me. Drop 50, bring 150 right back to me. Keep a couple real hitters, got them on call for me. Money moving, got it in the market where it ought to be. Look, Papa don't preach, teachers don't teach. Gon' reach, that's facts. I ain't worried about none of that. I'm making that cash stack. Bunch of O's like NASCAR, but it's really more like NASDAQ. Why they thinking that they hot when they really more like quarter on me like a referee? Hating what they'll never be. Small top with a big bottom, yeah, shorty shaped like a letter D. Let her have it, then I let her be. If you love it, gotta let it grow. Crazy cause you really never know. When I'm hurting, never let it show. I'm a two-tone, two-phone, two-chain, new thing, lane whip, but you a broke. Low class, no cash, certified lame. I've been getting to it like I ought to. Couldn't pick, so I bought two. Understand why your chick came, I'm just trying to figure why she brought you. I'm really reppin' and I'm flexed up, and I ain't gotta tell them I'm next up. Sleep on the they rest up, but I'm up and I'm getting my checks up. Me and the fellas be high as propellers, they could tell us we great. Looking at like how do you figure unless you could talk about 8 figures. I'm too cool for the rules, baby, get off of me. Never need no push, I do it all for me. Keep a couple real hitters, got them on call for me. Money moving, got it in the market where it ought to be.
This is a deep question. First of all, I'm gonna say I think people's feelings they're always gonna find a way to justify. Like everybody has their own perception of what. I think everybody has their own perception of what a justifiable feeling is. Because if they explain it to you, they're going to explain it in a way that they are justified. In terms of this question, I really think it's
hold on, dog. Hey, dog. That boy coming out the gate, dog. I'm gonna have to get. I gotta put Paul on.
I could fall in. Look at my last bit. Ain't got a tiptoe. I'm all in. Think on a level that can't fail. And I roll me a J with the hate mail. Been doing good on the merch sale. All this bread on me look like a bake sale. Tell her what's really good. I'll be really good on a jaw jack. Send an email about the bread. I'ma hit you back with the call back.
When you
for the rules, baby, get off of me.
And when you are at
never need no push,
state with yourself and you're happy.
Keep a couple real hitters, got them on call.
Happiness is not pleasure. I need us to understand this. Happiness is the complete satisfaction with yourself. You are satisfied with who you are.
You know what I'm saying? Like people put the material things in front. You know what I'm saying? To make that contractual.
Yep.
And then after that, you're permitted to have my feelings. You know what I'm saying? Now I'll be soft and kind and compassionate after you make $100,000 a year, and after you are 6'4", and after you are athletic.
So
you know what I'm saying?
Wait, Joe, you mean to tell me that in order for me to create some benevolence in my relationship, as far as kindness and politeness and submissive and willingness to just be kind to me, it's going to cost me a whopping $100,000 a year?
Whopping. A grand total, right?
A grand total.
Yeah.
What up, what up, what up, what up? Welcome to season 4 finale of the MALEROOM show. Yo, it's my job to introduce crew. Let's do that right now, man. We got the birthday boy, JB the Gent in the building. Let's go! Some technical difficulties with my man, but he's still the man. We got my man Rollo. Your boy Tay Biz, man. What up, though? Let's go. Yeah. Yo, we did the whole thing, the whole kid and caboodle on that, bro.
We did. That was what's up.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Yo, this is season 4 finale, man. This is the season finale of the MALEROOM show, man. We've been at this thing for 15 episodes. This is episode number 15. And if you haven't been caught up with the MALEROOM show, I don't know what you've been doing with yourself on Sundays. I'm gonna need you to go ahead and hit the playlist up, the MALEROOM show playlist. I don't know what you've been doing with yourself, but you need to come on the side of town and hang out with your fellas, man. We've been having some good stuff, some good content, man. And I'm telling you right now, we did some things very different this year, okay? Like this year, we didn't do just three topic spaces, man. We had segments. We had stuff like Gent Gems this year. We had stuff like Rollo's Rundown. We had blind rankings this year. We had MALEROOM Reactions, now a segment of the MALEROOM show. We had something called Capra Keep, and that's a part of the segment. You know what I'm saying? We also had Here's the Situation. We talked about different situations that happen in real life, in real time, and people didn't mind expressing it. Yo, we just had a good time this year, man. We had a really good time, and I definitely want to say thank you to all of you that have supported us throughout this season. We want to say thank you. All right. We want to definitely appreciate you, man. But man, this is a special season finale, man, because it's my boy's birthday tomorrow. Shout out to your man JB the Gent birthday, dog.
Yeah, man.
Bro. Hey, man.
Bro.
How you feeling,
I'm
man?
just getting better. I'm getting better.
I'm getting better.
I'm getting better.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's all it is.
Okay. All right. You're getting better. All right. Okay. That's what's up, man. Looking good, man. You're looking healthy, man. Looking strong. That's what's up, dog.
Appreciate it, man.
Happy birthday to you, man. How was your birthday weekend so far? You just chilled out. You kind of just like in reflective mode. Like what was the actual state you was in?
Yeah. It's always, you know what I'm saying. I had a lot of, I was talking with, you know what I'm saying. I was talking with, people of mine, man. I was just letting them know. Yeah, man. Around this time of the year for me is always reflective. Not only just my birthday, just recent events that happened in my life. And so every year I kind of, you know what I'm saying, just deal with that. You know what I'm saying, like, and it's in the month of my birthday that, you know what I'm saying, all that stuff happened. Anybody that's close to me know what that is with me. So it's like, it's just a lot of reflection. You know what I'm saying, and then you know what I mean. You just try to, you know what I'm saying. I always reflect, see what I did, what can I do better, what I can fix. You know what I'm saying. A little annual progress report I always do. I ain't always celebratory around this time. I usually just kind of like, how can I be better? You know what I'm saying, for another year. So that's all I was doing basically. You know what I'm saying. Then got faded. Then it was fun. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be honest, bro. You know what I'm saying?
The fade.
I got in. And it was fun. It was fun. So, you know, I'm still enjoying it, man. It is what it is.
Yeah.
So.
Cool, good, man. You mind telling the people your age number?
Nope. I ain't saying it, though.
Oh, you gonna? Oh, okay. You gonna act like that?
Man,
Right, cool,
I'm 43, man. I'm 43.
Let's go.
It's not a big deal.
That's a huge deal, man. That's a huge deal, dog.
I made it.
You made it. That's what I'm saying. You made it, man. You made it, man. That is what's up for sure. We got Rollo in the building. What up, though?
Yeah, what up, man? Going on, low?
My bad. You know, computers decide when they want to update. So, unfortunately.
That's a fact.
That is a fact. Yeah.
That's a fact. Computers can be very diabolical if you ain't used to them like that. You know what I'm saying?
I was working through it, but we here, man.
Let's go. Look, we got a nice little roll, man. First of all, some mods in this building, man. We got Chill saying happy Sunday, fam. It's the season 4 finale. Let's go with the fire emojis and saying enjoy the show.
Go.
We got Miss Smiley in the building saying hello to the fellas. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Chill again. Happy birthday to JB for show, man. Then you got Miss Lena Productions with a Z saying happy birthday to JB once again. Shout out to Miss Lena coming in and watching the show with us. We definitely appreciate it, man. But it's time, man. It's time to get the show going. It's time to get the show going, man. So in the season finales, man, there's always one funny that trumps all the funnies throughout the season. We're going to take a look at it real quick, man. Let's go ahead and roll it.
Languages, I know algebra 1, 2, and 3. I never graduated school, never made it past the 5th grade. I do mathematical equations and the quadruples of algebra without even doing it on paper. You know, you ask me mathematical question, I bet you I can tell it to you right off the bat.
12 times 12.
12 times 12 is 91. 12 times 12, I'm sorry, 12 times 12, 909,967, 909,968. It's 21,792.
It's closer.
91? I don't know, I haven't slept in a few days. It's kind of been crazy for me. But 12 times 12 is 24. Right?
Confident.
No, 12 times 12, 28.
That's the funny of all. It's the scenery. It's the background. It's the whole nine, bro. It's the whole nine, man. Oh my god. That was the funny.
The confidence was crazy.
The confidence was insane, man. That was the funny we did earlier this season. That was the one funny that we had to play twice. And anytime we got to play a funny twice, it's funny. Hilarious. It's the one that's normally the one that gets the season finale nod. So shout out to the I Can Do Math Funny. And Rollo, it's on you, man. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot it over to you, dog. Let's go, man.
No, the first time we played that on the show, bro, like it tore us up. We almost didn't start the damn show.
Man,
we laughed for so long, man. We couldn't.
We couldn't.
It was hard to move on. It was hard to move on that day, man.
Let's start the show, dog. Oh man. Again, thank y'all so much for being here, man. This is the season finale. Apologize for the pop in, but we just appreciate y'all for being here, man. This is it's been a ride, and we happy that y'all here for the last episode of this season. And you know how we do it, man. Get your drinks in your hand, your water. Y'all know how we do, man. We sip a little bit. So if you got a libation, please do not hesitate to partake. With that being said, fellas, as we embark on another round table that has turned into the MALEROOM show. Season 4, the finale. Let us never ever forget, my brothers, the foundation that is our Trinity. For the last time this season, fellas,
salute to you, brothers. Sure.
Yeah, man, we have a great finale for y'all, man. I have included every segment of our show in the final episode, ladies and gentlemen. Man. So buckle up. Buckle up. It is going to be a great show. Fellas, man, y'all ready? Y'all ready to get into it?
Oh, yeah.
Let's do it, man. Let's get into it, dog.
Let's do it, bro. Hey, busy, bro. Let's do Cap or Keep, bro.
Cap or Keep?
Get it.
Let's go.
Stop the cap.
Yeah, man. This is personally my favorite segment, man. We came up with this a couple seasons ago. For those that don't know, this is one of our segments where we give you statements, scenarios, and we give our opinion saying if it's cap, meaning nah, we don't believe that, or keep where it might have some relevancy. We might rock with that. So, fellas, let's get into it, man. And everybody in the chat, please feel free. Let us know if you cap or keep these statements, man. Please participate. It makes it more fun. It makes it dope. All right, fellas. Cap or keep. Women in most of their relationships then complain about being single.
What's that now?
Women in most of their relationships.
What you got there now?
What I know?
What did I say to the color red? Cover over there, boy. What like Daddy Julie? Boy, look like Julie, oh damn daddy, boy.
Women in most of their relationships and then complain about being single. I'm gonna let Tay give us what you think. Tay, cap or keep?
I'm keeping that 100%.
Keeping that? Why you keeping that?
Yeah, because that's first of all, that's actual facts, and I'm not just speaking off my opinion.
Yeah, it's just facts.
I'm talking statistically. That's a fact. Most women in their relationships, marriages, and the like, and then complain that there's no good men out here. Now you was with a man that had some decency for about 10 years. Now you broke up with him because. And whatever reason you come up with, you grab it out of thin air, and then it's like, all right, now this dating thing is hard, girl. This dating thing is just, oh my goodness. See, somebody pleading the fifth already in the chat. I ain't even getting my whole soliloquy yet.
Didn't even get into the soliloquy yet.
I ain't even get into the soliloquy yet, bro.
Right.
They already like, uh-oh. You break up with somebody, and then right after that you complain.
Already.
Hey, just in case our audience members right now didn't know, we have chosen violence for the season.
For the
season. We have chosen
issues.
We have
our issues.
We have chosen violence, ladies and gentlemen. So we turning up, man, for this last one. All right, what you think, Jake?
Oh, I gotta keep that too, man. That's yeah. I'm just gonna agree with Tay, man. Like I've heard it so much. You know what I mean? Like I've seen it, heard it. I can't say anything else with what he said. That's definitely key. I'm just gonna let that be. I ain't got nothing. You can't even spout on it. It's facts. I just
dude.
It is what it is.
Like, absolutely. Actual factuals. The actual factuals. Yeah, I'm definitely keeping it myself. Just to kind of go along with what Tay said, and just from some of my observations and things that I've seen and heard from women, you don't often hear men say this. You really don't. If you kind of look at the your boys that you're kicking around and just overall conversation, and just overall things coming from whether it's social media or like I said, just random conversation. You don't hear men say this a lot. So I'm definitely gonna keep this. I definitely have heard women say. There's definitely a lot of Facebook posts and Instagram posts about I'm just gonna turn gay and all this and all that. I'm like, but why? You know what I mean? And we talked about this before. There's always an underlying factor. Like we talked about how some people are willing to work through whatever they got to get through to make a relationship work. So, was there effort put into it before you just came up with this? Before you got to this conclusion that just start complaining and ending your relationship. So, just being transparent. I've heard nothing but women say this. So I'm keeping that one. Keeping that one. Sure. All right, chat, go ahead and let us know how you feel about that cap or keep, man. Do women always complain about being single, but they're the ones ending the relationship, man? What y'all think? Put it in the chat, man. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go into the next one, fellas and male carriers. Cap or keep? Oh, this a good one. This might make us think, fellas. More men are sapiosexual as opposed to women. More men are sapiosexual as opposed to women. For those that don't know, sapiosexual is when you're more attracted to intellect, when you're more intellectually stimulated with somebody that you are attracted to. So Jay, what do you think, man? More men are sapiosexual as opposed to women?
You on mute, by the way, dog.
I don't know, actually. I was gonna ponder. I was hoping you'd call me first. I don't actually know. I kind of want to say keep though.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I kind of want to say that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, if I'm want to think generically, like, I kind of want to say, yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not sure. I don't know. But I'm gonna say keep. I'm gonna keep it.
You gonna keep that?
Yeah.
That's real. You think you got like a rationale for it? Or?
No, it's like I feel that, you know, sometimes, you know, when it comes to, you know, relationships and whatnot, I think men, I know we all into aesthetics most of the time, you know what I'm saying, but as if it's a comprehensible man, if it's a mature man, he would like to have more comprehensive communication with his partner, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. And for them to understand stuff, you know what I'm saying, as he would, you know what I'm saying. And I'm again talking about mature men, you know what I'm saying. I ain't talking about the man that likes to trophy women, you know what I'm saying, and nothing like that. I'm just talking about somebody that wants a mate and somebody that's literally compatible with him. You know what I'm saying. It's more to the character of the woman than it is than the stature of her. So I'm thinking I will keep that because, you know, we kind of look into that more as we get more comprehensive and more mature. You know what I'm saying. Not all of us, but if we was gonna say most of us, you know what I'm saying, men more do it than women, I can keep this.
That's real. We talk a lot about maturity on this show, man. So I definitely, I agree with that. It's like it's a growth thing. It's a, you know, as you grow into who you are, what becomes your purpose. We have our purposes at certain stages of our life, and then different stages our purposes change. You know what I mean? And do our preferences kind of match up with the mindset we have, man? I feel that. Where you at with it, Busy?
Can you repeat it again?
More men are sapiosexual as opposed to women. Cap or keep?
Stop the cap.
All
right.
Boy, about to use all the tools on the last episode.
That is cap. That is cap. I'm going to go through all these sound bites today.
Let's get it.
Yeah, that's cap. I think it's cap for the fact that most men, that's not exactly what we even are attracted to first. Mm-hmm. We're attracted to what it is that we see, and based on what we see, gains our interest after that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think more men are sapiosexual. I think the sapiosexual side reigns with the women. I think women are attracted to intellectuals by nature because women like to be led. They do like to be led, no matter what they say. They can say they're a boss chick, whatever they want to say is cap too. They do like to be led. They like to listen and listen to a man that knows what he's talking about. They find that to be attractive. They like a man that they can spar with intellectually. Even though they know they lost, they're still going to try to intellectually spar with you because that's what women like to do. So I think more men are attracted to more of characteristics and traits and attributes of women opposed to their intellect. I think men, we like to have that space to be able to drop some knowledge on our ladies. You know what I'm saying? We do like that. I mean, if you don't like that, then dang, you might not like your lady. I don't know. But you know, because you know, men like to
talk about.
We like to be hands-on in that. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's not like you know, as much as you know, Maya Angelou, God rest her soul, was an intellectual and all that kind of stuff. We want a lot of men like, ooh, that Dr. Maya Angelou just, you know, it wasn't. Come on now. I mean, men, you know, men, we keep the intellectual thing compartmentalized. I don't think we incorporate that in our attraction and what keeps us wanting to constantly be with this particular woman. So just off the fact that women really are more intellectually stimulated when it comes to conversations with men, especially if a man got a mouthpiece that's like he know what he's talking about, know what he's doing. For the most part, women will glean to that more so than like men be like, man, when a woman say something, especially if she say something intellectual, it'll catch us like, oh, okay, all right, she knows what she's talking about. That's what's up. It's impressive, but it ain't a main factor for men.
It's not like the be all, the end all.
Yeah, it's not the end all be all for us.
Yeah.
I gotta agree.
I'm gonna cap that, and I think it's just the fact that I've met women that they're drawn to the fact that I can hold conversation. I can tap into certain things outside of the physical, and they appreciate that. And then I can sense that they appreciate that. So I definitely don't think it's just men who are the only ones that can be in that headspace when they're when they're getting to know somebody. I think I've had some very very dope experiences. Let's say on first dates where you kind of nervous, you don't know how it's gonna be, but the conversation led to just a comfort level to where you're like, okay, this is dope. You know what I mean? And it was meaningful and it was insightful, and they participated. It wasn't just me spilling things or talking and asking questions. It was her too. So I've definitely been in situations where I know women appreciate that, and I know that women will reciprocate that, if it's on both ends. So I don't think it's just men. I don't think we're more at all. If any case, if we show that, it will be reciprocated. Now, if it's not reciprocated and that's my preference, then okay, we don't really connect in that way. Yeah. Hopefully later down the line we can maybe find some type of common ground where we can have discussions and just dive into some intellectual type of scenarios where we can pick each other's brain. But I won't say it's just men more so than women. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely cap that. Yes, sir. Chat, let us know what you think about that one, man. Are men more sapiosexual as opposed to women? Are men more into intellect and getting to know somebody on that end? Is that more attractive to men as opposed to women? Let us know what y'all think in the chat. All right, man. Last one for Calvin Key, fellas. Women are more willing to take an ex back. I'm sorry, my bad. No, that's it. Yeah, women are more willing to take an ex back. Women are more willing to take an ex back. Calvin Key. They've been laughing at all of these, bro.
I'm gonna have to keep that, man. I'm gonna have to keep that. I've look. For some reason, Tyrone just keep coming back in her life and getting her pregnant every single time, my friend. It just keep happening. It just keep happening. On the real, man. It's like I find this a lot more with women that do this. Like they will go back to their ex, and their ex come back, especially if he come back like reformed.
Yeah.
Like Tyrone is not the old Tyrone. He got his stuff together. He's no longer working at FedEx. He works at Bank of America now. He's trying to learn trade and he's getting his life together, a reformed Tyrone. You know what I mean? He still got tendencies, but he tried to control them because he's trying to win her back. And she'll take him back. She'll take him back every single time. He will take him back. Now, mind you, if I'm looking at this scenario holistically, mind you, at the same time Tyrone is trying to win her back and she's really considering it, there's another guy who might be a little bit more on the qualified end off the gate. He's not coming reformed. He's already done that with the offline work before he even met her, and he's really trying to get with her. He's really trying to talk to her. And she's like, but it's something about Tyrone. It's something about Tyrone, man. It's something about what he does or who he is, what it is about him. And so it is what it is. I find it to be that happens a lot. Even not just in relationship as far as like significant other and all that, but even in marriages, like there are times where people get divorced and then they will still continue doing things as if they're married, and then they will get married, remarried again on the second time around. And sometimes they split, have other relationships, and come back and get remarried. You know what I'm saying? So it's like sometimes it happens. It happens a lot. And so in those situations, it's like more mutual. However, I mean, just think about this. If women will stay with a guy that will cheat on her, you know if she'll take an ex back? Of course. Of course. Of course. So I'm keeping this 100%. I'm keeping this right.
Yeah. When I hear this, man, I think of safe space. You know, to journey off into something, to start something new. You know what I mean? And have that risk take of starting something new. I think men will jump that cliff more than women will. You know what I'm saying? Just to start something new, just to be like, all right, I need this new chick, see what I haven't. You know what I'm saying? Running back to a safe space, that's what I think of when you take an ex back, because you're used to it. Even if it's toxic, you're used to it. You know what the parameters are. Somebody brand new, you don't know what those parameters are. So, you know, I see more women running back to spaces they know rather than starting something new. So I'm keeping that for sure. That's what I want.
See, statements like this is cap. Like, y'all, most of the time, y'all don't know when to cut it off. This is how y'all get hurt. See, y'all don't listen to men, and this is what happens to you guys. This is what happens. You stay too long. You had to have all these different, like, evidence. You had except for slapping you in the face is what it would take for some women to be like, you know, this gentleman is not fit for you. You feel me? So a lot of times y'all don't cut it off in time. Y'all wait until the damage is done, then cut it off, and then it gives you a reason to state why. It gives you a reason to create the reason. Like, I cut him off because of this particular thing. And most of the time, the thing that has to happen has to be a violation. Cheating, lying, or, you know, going behind your back doing something, or whatever the case may be. It has to be something extreme. And most of the time, women stay in extreme relationships. And then by the time you come out of it and you talk to guys that have their head on their shoulder, we could tell that y'all have been damaged by some stuff, you know. And even vice versa, women who are keen to how men operate, you all can tell too when a guy is like very hesitant to be as committed as he was before. Like I saw a video of my boy, my comedian from 85 South, not the skinny one, the other one, the one with the beard. What's his name?
Chico Bean.
No, not Chico Bean. The other one.
You talking
Carlos.
Carlos. And Carlos said when a man get hurt, he don't get hurt like that again. And that's true. Men we become very, very reclusive, and we have a whole guarded thing in here that it's going to take us sometimes a long time for us to even open up about certain things, you know. And so it's not always a quick turnaround. It's like sometimes some women can go through a lot of different craziness with this one person, and then you have this one homegirl you call about it all the time, and she's like, girl, why don't you just leave him alone? She's like, I just don't know it, but I love him. And it's like, yo, it's like you talking yourself right back into doing something stupid. And then when you do that, you want to complain about men when really you had the intellectual prowess at the time to make a good decision, but you didn't. You let it last too long. And so by the time you talk to a new guy, the damage is already done from the old guy. So, you know, women that know how to cut it off just like men, no. The way men cut off things and the way women cut off things are totally different. We operate totally differently in the cutoff space.
Right.
We operate totally differently. So Women don't know how to cut off like men do. Men, we have our own way of how we cut off, and women, y'all have y'all. I'm not saying one is better than the other. I'm just stating the difference. It ain't like women can do it like men. No, because men, we can have no emotion. If a man can have no emotion while he's having sex with you, cutting you off
he got a different cutoff point.
his cutoff is nasty.
He has a different cutoff point. Right?
He's built different.
Right.
All right, he's built differently. Trust me.
Right.
An emotionless, stoic dude is a different person. Even for other men, we know, like, yo, that dude, he different. He's something up with him. We can detect that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's just like men. No, not just like guys. You can. I wouldn't go that far because there's some things that men can't do like women. So I can't say y'all cut off just like we do. But I just wanted to address that.
Even in the rationale of
could be
even in the rationale of in the rationale of the people I know, men versus women, like women take their former back more than the men I know. Like just what and when we talk, see, this is the thing. Like this is what I suggest people keep in mind. We're talking on a generic scale, right? We're not talking about you. Let's just we're not talking about you. Let's
clear that up.
Let's keep it a bean. We're not talking about you. We're talking about because the soon when people react to certain questions like this, when I have panel discussions with other people, you know what I'm saying, and we say something about the actual culture of women versus the culture of men. They were like, that's not true. Like, you're talking about yourself.
Right.
But I'm pretty sure in your phone you got friends that do that
all the time.
So we're not talking about you. We're talking about generically. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You don't have to defend the entire race of women. I don't have to defend the entire race of men. You have to think of it inclusively of everybody. You know what I'm saying? Gender to gender. So I'm just keeping the focus. And some people do that, and it's like, just if you're doing, just remember we're talking over the top, man. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sure. If you really want to be honest about it, it'd be facts. You know what I'm saying?
Generally speaking, I'm definitely gonna great points. I'm definitely gonna keep this too, and I think it's I'm gonna take it to another extreme of something that I've experienced. I've seen other people experience. Sometimes women they're a lot more prone to go back to somebody that they may have thought got away. If the breakup was whatever it was, okay, and sometimes I think people can get into a state where they don't know how the person is going to move after the breakup. They don't know what type of mindset that person is going to be on until they maybe see that person. Let's say see that man leveling up. They see that man becoming a better version of himself, and that's an immediate draw. You know what I mean? I don't care how much time has passed, and I've seen this. I don't care how much time has passed. If a woman sees a man that has progressed after that relationship, and that relationship ended bad, whatever, however it happened, and they take some time to think about him and think about the relationship and think about how it ended and think about what was really going on. All those starts aren't always bad. It's some of those good moments in that relationship, and you remember the type of person they are. And now you're not with them, but they're continuing to move forward. Not saying that she's not, but when a man has that self-worth feeling where he's just like, you know what, I'm good now. Let me keep it moving. Let me continue to grind and do what I got to do, and not let that reflect on how I'm going to move forward in my life and dating and whatever. And a woman sees that. It's something about that, man. It's something about that.
Especially that woman's former,
bruh. And then if we get to that point and an ex wants us back, and we've gotten so at peace and we've progressed so much mentally, emotionally, whatever the case is, and they try to check our temperature, bro, a lot of times it's a wrap. Like, we're not there no more. And it's fine. You know what I mean? You can check my temperature, hit me up on DM. What's up? How you doing? You see me out, it's gonna be love. but you sense that energy from us.
Right.
Women, they sense that energy from us, and when they still got maybe some of those feelings still there, or they haven't seen you in a while, and that energy is just different from how she remember you, bruh, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. And a lot of times we like, nah, I'm good. It's love. You know, no animosity, no hate. But when we move, we are done. Like it's over with. And I think when women feel that from us, bro, it's a problem. It's a problem. And it's about, and then it's up to us to keep our integrity. And even though we feel somebody trying to maybe tiptoe back in, let's be men and be mature about it. And you know, and if it comes up, let them know, no, we're not there. We don't gotta rub their face in our progression. We don't gotta rub their face in, you know, our energy, but just respectfully, I'm good. We're gonna keep it here. I appreciate you. I appreciate, you know, the time and everything like that. But we're in a different place. And a lot of times women think that you are the same person you were in that relationship. They think you have the same mindset. They think you have the same emotions. They think that if they show their face, make an appearance, pop up out of nowhere, that you're just going to be like, come on, let's go. Like, nah. A man that starts to understand his worth after that relationship was over and starts moving in that and starts living in that and becomes so at peace with being past it, y'all not getting this back. Let's keep it a Kobe B. Can we keep it a Kobe B?
A black mama.
This finale, right, fellas?
Yeah, a black mama.
I told him we choosing violence, but we being real right now. We're not coming back. We're not coming back. Yeah. So yeah. Shout out to Cap and Keith, man. That was good. Yeah. Thank you to everybody tuning in to the season finale. We appreciate y'all so much for rocking with us. Hey, the chat is going crazy. Did we miss some comments, Busy? Where we at? Let's see.
No, we good on the comment. I think Ms. Lena Productions, she did say, I'm not saying safety nets aren't a thing. Yes, it's likely for a woman going back to that safe space she once knew. I'm saying I know after a certain level, women start cutting off and protecting peace. All right, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
yeah, I think so. You know what I'm saying, men do that too.
Yeah,
but you know, in the scope of the question.
Yeah,
you know
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying,
that's facts.
What I'm getting at is when men cut off, we don't want to talk to you no more. We don't have that. We trying to meet you in the. If a man, listen to me, ladies, very carefully. Those that's listening to me real quick under the sound of my little small voice here. If a man is going to spots that he know you would be at, if a man is still following you on social media, he's trying to have any type of contact with you, he has not cut you off yet. When we talk about cut off, we're talking about a man who does not want to have any more dealings with you, period. Especially if there is no type of thing like no kids involved, no properties involved, no nothing involved. We're not speaking to you anymore. To get cut off means something happened. Breakups are not cutoffs. You can get cut off as a result of a breakup, depending on how bad the breakup is. If the breakup is diabolical, then the cutoff comes after that. But if you just get cut off, something happened. An event happened for you not to have any more dealings with this guy. This guy's like, yo, I don't want any more dealings with you. And all we're saying is typically women don't do that. Women don't do that.
Typically, they don't.
Watch when our popular opinions come up. Watch how everything changed in the chat.
It's gonna be different.
Watch it's gonna be different. Yeah.
That being said,
it's gonna be different.
What we got next, Rollo?
All right, man. Hey, that was dope. Shout out to Cap and Keith, man. We like that. All right, man. Hey, yeah. I told y'all this is the season finale. We are doing every segment that we have in our show, man. Let's get in the mailroom react. Let's go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mailroom reacts, man. This is the segment of our show where we present a viral video and we give a reaction from a mailroom point of view, man. What we got, Busy?
Yo, we got a couple videos, man. We got this one video with Joy Taylor and Taylor Rooks, man. You want to take a look at that one first?
Yeah.
I vote.
All right.
I don't want to date a man that doesn't have any female friendships.
Bingo.
I don't want to date a man who only gets input from other men and who has all women in two categories: your mother or your aunties or someone I want to sleep with. You have to have a broader spectrum on women and their value in your life if you're going to be with me.
Totally. Well, first off, only getting information and opinions from other men sounds terrifying.
Terrifying.
So I encourage that to not be what anybody does ever, but you're totally right, because the more we keep talking about, can you have friends of the opposite sex, the more I start feeling like everybody is like primal animals in a zoo. You literally cannot physically be around someone of the opposite sex without just like your clothes coming off. Like I don't do it. I don't, and I would never have any relationship that I'm ever in. Like, I'm not going to tell my partner, you can't be around women, because if I feel like I have to tell you that, what does that say about what I think you're like when I'm not with you? That I can't trust you to be around women, that like platonically. I would say that says more about my choices and who I'm with, because I'm never going to feel like I have to control you or
Okay.
Oh,
Bye, everybody.
you ever had heartburn?
How we all look stuck? What the
Why
hell?
we all look stuck?
I need a tongue, bro. I need a tongue, dog. I need a
Like what?
Oh,
Dang.
Was
We
that-
all was looking like
Can we play? Do y'all mind if we? It was.
you want to play it again?
Yeah.
Let's play it again. Let's play it again.
Hey,
Come on.
chat,
Hey,
chat,
it's season finale,
Come on,
man.
let's ask the chat. Chat, do y'all mind if we play that again? We don't care. It's our show. Play it again. Play it again real quick.
I don't want to date a man that doesn't have any female friendships.
bingo.
I don't want to date a man who only gets input from other men and who has all women in two categories: your mother or your aunties or someone I want to sleep with.
Okay, let's start right here. Let's break this down.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Thank you.
Let's do this.
Thank you.
Let's do this. We here now. We doing this.
Rondo,
doing
you ain't
it.
the only one with a rundown. Let's do it.
Let's do
We're doing it. Every man on earth has gotten input from a woman. Period.
Let's start there.
Every man on earth has gotten input from a woman, whether it be not only his mother or aunties or cousins or whatever, but like friends in the neighborhood, friends at school, teachers, like people from church, if you go to church, whatever. Like men have been reared up in the tutelage of women since the dawn of existence. There's no escaping of that. So whatever men they're talking about don't exist. That's number one. Number two, she says something about men taking advice from other men specifically. Yes, that's what men should do.
That's what we should. Yeah.
You know what? You know why? You know why this part right here is such cap from Joy Taylor? Because if this guy who gets other advice from the feminine perspective more than the masculine perspective, if he grows up to be a soft man, she ain't gonna date him.
Nobody would.
Nobody gonna date him. Even if they do date him, they ain't gonna stay with him. So you don't even want a soft man like that anyway. So why would you say that if a man is only getting advice from other men, that's a red flag? That's impossible, because women do the exact same thing. Y'all have your own set of friends, female friends that y'all go to that y'all only listen to them.
I've seen it.
And it's okay. Ain't nobody tripping. Only women like her can make that an only women like her can make that an issue, dog. And then Bean Dip at the top is agreeing with this. And I'm like, I don't even understand, Bean Dip. How you gonna agree with this? Right. So what kind of men are you referring to? What kind of man are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? So that's my little spiel. Just for right now. I'm sorry. We're gonna break this down. All right, here we go. Now let's continue real quick. If anybody else got something to say, because
go ahead, say.
Yeah. All right.
You have to have a broader spectrum on women and their value in your life if you're going to be with me.
Stop it. Pause it. Value in our life. Say you just said we get advice from women all the time since we were young. Through the grace of God, we all have had mothers.
Yeah.
Okay. A lot of us have sisters.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let's just key in on that, because I'm gonna make another point about something else you're gonna say. Go ahead.
All right.
Well, first off, only getting information and opinions from other men sounds terrifying.
Terrifying.
So I encourage that to not be what anybody does ever, but you're totally right, because the more we keep talking about can you have friends of the opposite sex, the more I start feeling like everybody is like primal animal.
Never heard a woman say that she don't mind they man having female friends. Never have I heard that ever.
Man.
Never have I heard, like never have I. Right. They might act cool about it, but I've never heard. Yeah, I want you to have a lot of female friends. I encourage that. So you can get their opinions. What?
that hit hard. That hit hard.
Oh,
to get their opinions. No, that was hard, bro.
Okay. Mind you, these two. Hold on. Mind you, these two women work at ESPN, and I think Joy Taylor now works at FS1. You are surrounded by successful guys, men.
Come on, man.
Guys who are former athletes, businessmen, executives, and all that kind of stuff. If you were trying to do something with yourself as an individual on business or whatever you're trying to do, and these men have what it takes to give you the proper advice, like, you're going to take it. You're going to take it. Trying to say that a person only gets to say that a person is getting sole advice from one gender is not even factually. It's not even factual. Nobody on earth has only gotten advice from one particular gender. Nobody. This is like, what planet are they on? Go ahead, Jay. I'm sorry, man. You want to say something, man? Because I don't know, man.
No, I don't.
All right, let's go.
I'll wait till around someone of the opposite sex without just like your clothes coming off. Like I don't do it. And I would never have any relationship that I'm ever in. Like, I'm not going to tell my partner, you can't be around women, because if I feel like I have to tell you that, what does that say about what I think you're like when I'm not with you? That I can't trust you to be around women, that like platonically. I would say that says more about my choices and who I'm with, because I'm never going to feel like I have to control you.
That was it.
Okay, I understand. All right, Tori Cross, I thought she said he's only getting advice from other men. I was multitasking, so maybe I misheard.
That's what she said. But my thing is, if the advice is good, who cares? If it's just men, or if it's just, like, the advice is the main thing. It ain't about who it come from.
The only thing I will play devil advocate for, because I think I understand what they're trying to say. I just don't think it's being explained in a rational way. Because like to say that you don't want to say that you just want your man to have female friends like that, okay, and you're trying to put it on the fact that if I can't trust them, then who am I? I get that, but it's just, and I'm just going off experience. Like, I've never seen a woman that's comfortable with their man around a lot of women, or just a couple women. Just a couple women. Period. You know what I mean? Like, not saying that they're showing insecurities, but you're gonna have your eye up. You're gonna be in tune to how close that relationship is. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that not saying you don't trust them. They're just trying to explain it like it's just not a problem at all, or it won't be a problem for them at all. Now, having a problem can be external and internal. This could be an internal issue. You open that door for that man, and yes, you can trust him probably, but you're leaving that space open for him to have these female friends. And I think you're going to get to a point where you're so worried about keeping your head straight, wrapped around this thought, that he's going to go ahead and he's going to call that homegirl he's known forever. Okay, or he's going to call that coworker that he cool with every day, and you're giving him those, you're opening those doors, and you're saying that you're just going to be completely 150% okay with it. No, you're not. You're going to maintain composure, but you're going to be like, okay. You're going to ask a little more questions about it. You're going to wonder what they're talking about. You know what I mean? I just think they're trying to explain it like it's going to be, like it's not going to be any type of issue, whether you show it externally or you keep it internal. That's kind of what I'm looking
at. All right, I do got something.
I don't know, man. Man, because I'm seeing this a little bit differently.
Yeah.
Not differently from Riley. I'm talking about from the video, like differently from that part.
Yeah. Having advice or having a conversation of different opinion from the opposite gender is especially if you're talking about the gender, is not a bad thing. Let's just start there. That's not a bad thing, because we said on this show before that if you want to know about men, you should have talked to men. Right? So, vice versa, not saying that men haven't talked to women, but if we want to know about them, it'd be best to talk to them. That part I understand. Let's just say that, right? I get that part.
Mm-hmm.
But to place a female in a slot of that is what I don't understand. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I don't understand. Like, you want me to bounce off my thought to a chick that I readily have accessible besides you.
Mm-hmm.
This is totally the opposite of what I came into understanding of relationships to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm not saying I'm not saying that you can't have female friends and male friends of the opposite gender. I'm not saying that. You know what I mean? Because I think as a caveat to that, I think we loosely call people friends, and they're not. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And we get that convoluted. And I think if you're going to have the opposite gender friend, then y'all have to actually go through something to generate that friendship. You don't just see this person in the library like, oh, we cool. No, that's not how that happens, because we're not built that way. You know what I'm saying? We're not built like that. We're built to commune, right? So, you know what I'm saying? Now, something has to happen. Y'all have to go ahead and expose each other's perimeters. Y'all have to understand that it's not there. And then y'all become friends. And I get that. Like, men and women can do that. You know what I'm saying? It's very unique to do that, but it can be done. I'll say that. But I've never heard in me understand relationships growing up that a woman will suggest another woman as a friend to her man. I have never heard this before.
Never.
Now it's okay. The only thing I can think The only thing I can think about that is for two reasons why women is saying this. One is because you're trying to have a balance of thought, thinking that you think that women will have an alternative thought to how men think. Okay. If I'm gonna give you that. Second, the reason why I think women will make this case is in defense of having male friends. That's the only way I see people doing this. You know what I'm saying? You can have female friends because I have male friends. And again, let's go ahead and expose who these male friends are. You know what I'm saying?
I'm about to go for a poll.
Are you rolling defense of male friends in your relationship?
Polo on. Coming out the gate, dog. He coming out the gate, dog. I'm about to put a polo on.
It's hot.
This dude here, man.
Is that what you're trying to do? See, now it's getting real saucy. Now I don't. Now you're playing the mental game with me about why I should have a platonic female friend. You know what I'm saying?
And then you're looking at me weird because I'm a type of man that don't roll in full capacity of just having female friends. So now it's like, well, if you don't have female friends, something wrong with you. Mm-hmm. And the reason why something wrong with you, because you only listen to men. Not something wrong with me. When you just said, oh, you got male friends, you need to get some female friends because I'm keeping my male friends.
It's It's the only thing I can think of.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like men don't have the complete understanding of thoughts of right and wrong in interpersonal, intergender relationships. So you should get the balance of a woman. That's not necessarily true, but but the underlining I get. You know, I get the fact that yes, you need to talk to women to understand women, as you need to talk to men to understand men. I get that. Yeah. But we're not about to take that and evolve it into man should have a platonic friends. That's the setup for me. Like I don't see that at all, man. You know what I mean?
If a man has friends, okay. Let's just say acquaintances or associates and stuff like that. Because friends, to me, friends is like we've been through the trenches together.
Thank you.
We had to forgive each other. We had to be there for each other. We've been open and honest with each other. We had to rebuke each other. We had to we had to talk it out. And also we've had great times together. We loyal to each other the whole nine. I know your mama and them, you know my mama and them, the whole bean pie, bro. Okay, that's friends to me. Friends, right? Yeah. Because I knew a lot of people from high school and they still cool with me, don't mean that they my friends like that. That just means that they close. They close people that I know. Like, you know, I know some people from way back in high school. Okay, I don't talk to them like I talk to y'all. That don't mean if I see them out in the hood or something, I mean, like I don't know them. I can still go somewhere where they at and be like, oh, what up, though? You know what I'm saying? It's all love. That doesn't mean that they're my friend, though. Like, friend is personal to me. So if a guy had friends of the opposite sex that he had before you, I'm talking about friends, like this woman knows him.
Actual friend, right?
Actual friend that he had before you. If you are cool with that, fine. Now, if you have male friends, or say male friends that would, you know, that would, you know, give you a lot of hugs.
You know.
Then to justify that type of friend, because I got an actual platonic one, to try to justify to be like, well, you don't have as many friends as I have. You need to get more female friends. In other words, go out there and get some more friends of the female persuasion. Really? Well, why do you want me to do that? Because I have this male friend over here. 9 times out of 10. 10 times out of 10.
You're gonna say 10 times.
A woman's list of male friends is totally different from a man's type of list of female friends. You just said it, Jay. We're not built like that. Pure platonic friendships between the opposite sex are not built in the way of like how men have friendships or like how women have friendships with each other. So in order for there to be a platonic friendship between a man and woman, it takes a level of maturity for that. Even if you're in a relationship or not, it just takes a level of maturity for you to keep that type of standard with that person.
Yeah.
Right.
So that means that y'all was cool, platonic friends, went bowling, the whole nine, all that kind of stuff. Never did no sex, no kids, no hood, no none of that kind of. Wasn't trying to get frisky with each other or nothing. Then all of a sudden, one day you have this awkward moment. Both of y'all feeling vulnerable. Both of you are feeling like the world is at an end, and you just need someone to talk to, and you need someone to depend and lean on. And then you got this other opposite sex friend that you talk to, and you get real vulnerable with. Feelings are fluid. You don't know how they're going to end up. And then all of a sudden, there's an awkward moment between y'all. Well, now you got to address that. And if you can't address it with the maturity of not involving physical attraction to it, then that can't be your friend. So if I come in your life and we are trying to get in a relationship and you have that guy in your list, he's not a friend.
He's not a friend.
That means that there's potentially that if something were to happen, it could.
Yeah.
That is all. That's universal though.
And that's not one-sided either.
And
that's an agreement between both. Because you don't want to sleep with him does not make him your friend.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Get it straight.
Like he'll take you at every given moment, but I don't see him like that. So he's my friend. That's not friends.
That's not what it is. Just because he can repress the nature of his masculinity of wanting to be with you like that doesn't mean that he could be your friend. No, It doesn't mean that. You need to know what friends mean.
What friends mean?
That's not a friend, dog. That's not a friend. If I got a chick in my life that's constantly wanting to holler at me, but she know I'm in a relationship, then I can't be her friend. She can't be my friend.
Can't be her friend.
And she's going to know that. Like you can't rock with me like that. I don't rock with you like that. So we can't do that.
Yeah.
So that means
asking for trouble.
We cannot talk. We can't talk that way because every time we do talk, you're gonna bring up something that I need to check you on, and I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna let you be, and it's okay. I hope you get what you're supposed to have.
The labelization of friendship is muddy waters to say itself because it's user control.
Yeah,
it's user control. It's whatever you call a friend. That's what a friend is. But somebody else, just like Tay and I and us, we're labeling what friends are by definition. But you might have you might think friends are totally different, and then somebody else might think friends are totally different. Everybody has their own concept of what a friend should be.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And so we can't get it. Then we get into argument about whose friend is who. You know what I'm saying? But we all lost the concept of the real definition of what a friend is. You know what I'm saying? Right. That friendship had to be earned, just like same gender friendships had to be earned.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's an earned thing. You know what I'm saying? Like we didn't just walk into a room who was all boys. This was years. You know what I'm saying? Like of knowing each other, having ups and downs, backs and forths. We had to do that to become, you know what I'm saying, solidified in a friendship.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just like your homegirl you knew for 20 years. Y'all go back and forth. You do anything for her? Y'all went back and forth a few times.
At least.
Things happen. So it's going to take more work than that to have an intergender relationship. Like if you don't have one of those, you know what I'm saying? Because we're not built like that, y'all have to go through the fact of all y'all physically attracted to each other. Can we sustain that? Do we need to? We have to go through all of that. Now let's get to the friendship thing. Do I really ride with you like that? Do we really? You know what I'm saying? You have to go through that whole thing. You know what I mean? And if any type of money water still exists, you know what I'm saying? Like guys still attracted you, girls still attracted, or you know what I'm saying? I'll give them a chance if I ain't had nobody else in my book. If anything is that said, they are not a friend.
They're not friends.
It has to be mature. It has to be mutual on both ends, dog. That's what this is. And that's cool. That can happen. I'm not saying that can't happen. You know what I mean? Because those type of person, you should be easily defined in a relationship if you have one. They can be easily defined. You know what I'm saying? They've been there forever. They know what it is. You can walk them in the room and be like, this is them. You can go ahead and scrutinize them all you want. We already solidified. It's fine. put it in the fire. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what you should do in a relationship if you have platonic gender opposite, you know what I'm saying? Opposite gender friend. You should let that happen. And see, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and find out how your relationship sticks up to having a female. You know what I mean? Like, but I'm just saying, that takes a lot of work. And, you know what I'm saying? For this video, somebody just to pop up and be like, yeah, go get another one. Or you should start talking to people like, that's ridiculous to me.
It's crazy.
It's like, it's wild.
Never heard it.
I think that's why we always look
Never
at it.
Yeah, for me to know that you have you're a balanced man, for me to know that you're a balanced person and a balanced man, I need you to have female friends. Just like the fact that I come from a good home and stuff like that, that don't factor in. Like, okay,
right.
But yeah, man, that was a good one, man. That was a good one, man. We're gonna keep moving because we got another video.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we got another video, man. Another one courtesy of the gentleman. Have black men given up on black women? Let's hear what this young lady has to say.
Just have a question. It's for women and men. Doesn't matter. So I just finished having dinner. I took myself to Applebee's. This is something simple. I dropped my son off at work and I don't have to pick him up till like midnight. So I was just like, I'll just get something to eat and go home. And so I'm sitting there, I sat at the bar. Mm-hmm. And I had my little earbuds on, watching my movie while I'm eating. And so when I was done, I got the bill and, you know, I'm just looking around my surroundings. I look to the left, I see a black man with a white woman. I look to the right, I see a black man with a white woman. What do I see? What do I notice all at the bar? Single black women. So it got me to thinking. And don't get me wrong, I don't have an issue with interracial dating. I don't. That's not what this is about. I believe wherever you find love, that's where you find love. If it's no matter what nationality, ethnicity, race, whatever. If that's where you find love, then that's where you find love. But I'm just wondering, have black men like totally given up on black women?
Look at Tracy Todd said, oops, I may have to tap out. No, you stay right here. You stay right there. Don't you go nowhere. Don't you go nowhere, Tracy Todd. You better stay right. I need you right here.
Don't you leave.
I need you right here.
Don't you leave.
I need you right here, man.
Do not leave. We told y'all we have chosen violence.
We have put those chains on the doors.
Violence.
The enemy's here. I got thugs, hoodlums in my school. Get them chains on the doors. Code red. Get them chains on the doors. The enemy's here. They used to call me Crazy Joe. Now they call me Batman. I got in my school being insubordinate. Get them chains off the doors. The enemy's here.
We are here.
Yeah, man.
Oh, man.
Have black men given up on black women? Yeah, most of them did. Yeah. Man, most of them did.
A lot of black men have.
Most of them did.
I think a lot of black men have.
Let me explain though. Like, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back though. And this is the reason why I say this. It's because you have people in. Unfortunately, I have to make this classification in upper echelon of Western society, right? You have people make a lot of money, famous, vice versa, right? Celebrities, whoever, you know what I'm saying? Well-known people, right? And they started filtering their opinions about relationships on the internet. Saying they're not going to go below their threshold of finance. They're not going to, people they need to date have as much money as them. Blah, blah, blah. Laissez split, right? This filtered all the way down to mainstream, to the people that you and I and the working class, middle class, right? And now we got so bad at the fact that we're got so saturated in ideas of that we're telling each other that you have to have an upper echelon life to deal with a middle class person. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't you know what I mean? Like, it don't even rationalize this. But you're saying what these people are saying, and it's causing a separation in black, you know what I'm saying, relationships. It's called the men is starting to understand that they are worth it. There are some of them are good men. You know what I mean? Those men are becoming comprehensive, while women are becoming more empowered of independence. You know what I mean? And so, and some not all women that's in you know, has in this empowerment area that we just came out of have oversaturated the idea that I don't need a man. If I'm gonna get a man, he has to be on top tier only, even if I'm not. And that filtered all over our community, right? And it caused separation like crazy. To the point at the end of this era that we're in of women's empowerment, that's why it looks like that in the restaurant, because men are starting to be like, that's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? For me to go and try and to be a good guy and did the best I can in my own personal life, and to have family around me that knows me, I'm a good person, and trying to get a woman in my life, and she telling me I'm not worth it on income status or height or something like that, I'm not dealing with it. So men are starting to not deal with it.
Yeah.
And women are starting to deal with each other and sit in the same bucket of like mine with that nature, causing it to be more women sitting with themselves. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I mean? I don't believe that the fact of they've given up completely. They're just tired of that craziness of the women empowerment thing. You know what I'm saying? As if you got rid of the fact of, because I used to hear a lot of women that says, take me as I am. But that's not the same way around in your target audience, though. And the people you want to date, you don't take it as it is. You take preferences. But you want them to take you as it is, though. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So it becomes, you know what I'm saying? It became that. And now you see the results of it. Now you see that. You don't see that many dates like that or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? If they're dates, they're trophy dates. You know what I'm saying? People are dating just to trophy one another. You know what I mean? You see that, or you know what I mean? Because those two type of people that trophy each other, they'll sit in a booth in a restaurant, you know what I'm saying, or at a table at a restaurant, and be on their phones the entire time. They don't even like each other like that. They don't have I know you've seen it. This is the result of that type of scenario that happened with us. And let me get this straight too. It's only happening with us. Let me just make that clear, dog. You know what I'm saying? It's only, you know, for some reason, it's so saturated in black community that we all against each other about who's better and who is and who I need and all that. It's only with us. Yeah. I haven't seen any memes or videos in other races like I need a man with it. It's only black people I see doing this.
Him cook now.
So that should tell you something, that something's off.
Something.
You know what I mean? You know, so yes, this is the result of it. So have we given up on them? Not necessarily. You know what I'm saying? There are some black men that still like black women that give the hope of finding a mate. There are still men like that. They're just not putting up with that bull. So they're very keen on who they talk to and who they deal with. If you sound like any of people on these videos or in social media about your empowerment and your self-help journey and all this type of stuff, you sound like them, and men are starting not to deal with it. They're just not dealing with you. Therefore, they're not looking for you. That's why most women are sitting around other women saying, where are men at? I'm going to leave it there, though. I'll just leave it there.
That's real. And for the simple fact that she felt that she had to get online and ask this question is a major problem. Now, I think it could have been a couple of different scenarios, and I think we all know that it's just the shift that we're feeling. But did she just get this conclusion because she was sitting at Applebee's and she just saw a whole bunch of black men with white women, or has she finally come to a realization that there's a shift happening? Either way is messed up, but I think it's to Jay's point. Like, this shift is happening, and to be in your own space, you go out to eat, and to be that observant of it, either she just noticed it then, or she's in her mind, the woman in the video in her mind is thinking there's a shift happening, and then to go out and see it just blew her mind, bro. Just blew her mind, because she's like, this is real. Like, we got a problem. Like, what is happening? Like, it's getting real.
And real quick, Tay, and when you go, like, say a setting like that at a restaurant, something like that, you go and take yourself out. And I had a joke about when she said that, like, I took myself out to eat. It's like, really? Really? We're starting with that? We're starting with that? Like, I took myself out. So you didn't have nobody to take you out? Are we starting there?
No, I was just want to do something for myself. That's all.
Yeah, but it's a joke because you can take yourself out. I'm just playing. But other than that, what I was gonna say is that sometimes especially when you single, when you out and about and you see and you be in places like restaurants and stuff like that, when you can have your mate with, you look around and sometimes you look generically around, and usually what you will see that's funny. Usually what you got no filter. She got no filter. She really don't have a filter. She don't have a filter. She up for the smoke too, bro. She up for the smoke. She is, dude, bro. You have no idea. I can tell.
She up for the smoke. My bad, Jay.
She all for it. No. But usually you see these couples. When you be in social places like this, you see these couples, you know what I'm saying, especially when you sing. I remember this. I remember, you know what I'm saying, taking myself out, right? I remember seeing couples, like, I was like, oh, that's cute. They out, you know what I'm saying, enjoying a date, a brunch together, or lunch together, and you know what I'm saying, or even, don't matter where it was. It don't matter where it was. See, I'm talking about saturation. It didn't matter where it was. If it was Applebee's, you seen a couple sitting in the corner enjoying themselves. And you be like, oh, that's cute. What she realizes, she don't see that no more. And you don't. You rarely see that now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so it's like, something's off. And that's what I think she got it from. Like, you don't see that no more. You don't see two people laughing and enjoying themselves. If you do, it's rare. You know what I'm saying? Or you see an old couple in the back doing that. You know what I'm saying? Or something like that. But you rarely see it with us like that. You don't. Because we're so at odds with each other about preferences and status, it got crazy. And it's like, man, I don't, you know what I mean? This is the result that you're getting.
I'm still wondering how we got here, Jay. That's crazy, bro. That's real.
So,
you really don't see it. You don't see it.
Yeah.
I was even like, I was out at lunch with my mom yesterday, and I noticed, like, we went to a brunch spot, and I didn't have like a shock value, but in my mind, I'm like, that's dope. But like, why am I saying that's dope? Like, it ain't normal.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's dope. It's crazy.
What would you say?
So, I think first of all, we don't have the context that's needed for me in that video is her actual location of where she lived at. Excuse me. I have traveled a lot, especially in the year 2014, and when I was doing my merchandising, I was in that space. I traveled a lot. One of the first places I traveled to was Minneapolis, Minnesota. And I saw so many interracial couples. It was just ridiculous. It's almost like that's a thing there. And I happened to be able to go to Mall of America one time, and I was able to see a lot of like white men with Asian women and black men with white women and white men with black women, you know what I'm saying? And black women with white women. Of course, no, like I was able to see a lot of that. However, it did not cause me to think that all black men and all white men gave up on white women and all black men gave up on black women. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't think that's the case.
Right.
Reason being is because even when you look at, I'm about to get real statistical real quick. When you go to blackdemographics.com is based upon the US Bureau from 2023. So this is very recent. Okay. Blackdemographics.com will give you, as a matter of fact, I'll just go ahead and put a link in the chat. You all can just peruse this at your own time. But 85% of the black marriages in America are black men are marrying black women. Okay, so there's a lot of women who's never been married, but there's actually like a 2% difference of black men who never been married. Okay. And so in the entire 48% of black people who are married, 34% of that are men, and then 27% of that are black women. Out of that percentage, 85% of that percentage, black men and black women are married to each other. The actual rate of black men marrying white women is low, super low. It's not even 10%. Okay. And then in dating has been cut down by 50% since 2022, I believe, where people are not even dating like that anymore. So even in the dating culture, we're seeing a shift of actual dating going on, where men are not approaching women like they used to and things like that. This is what I truly believe. I truly believe, after I have been pontificating on this particular topic, I believe that
somebody about to take this further in a minute.
Right. I believe black men are realizing that they are starting to respond to the women that like them, no matter what the ethnicity, nationality, or race of that woman is. I believe that black men specifically have shifted their interest into a more into a space of more of qualification and quality, opposed to just aesthetics. Like men are still interested in aesthetics. Don't get me wrong. Men are still interested in aesthetics. That is one of the things that make us who we are. All right. If you're an aesthetically pleasing woman, we will talk to you. Even if we ain't even trying to get with you, we'll just talk to you just for the sake of saying, hey, I talked to a beautiful woman today. Sometimes that's all it takes for some men, because every man going through something different. Every man don't need to round up all the women and have them under their belt and all that. Every black man is not like that. But I'm telling you this here is that I just believe that men are starting to respond to what likes them. And if those particular women happen to be white women, they gonna talk to them. Yeah, if they happen, if this one particular woman happened to be the bomb at making ramen noodles from scratch, he's going to talk to her if she have all the attributes that make up for what it is that he's looking for. I just think that I think there's a paradigm shift in men's interests. I think black men are starting to be more interested when it comes to relationship. They're starting to be more interested in what it is that fits them, despite the ethnicity and things of that nature. Now, The caveat to this is the fact that you must understand that there will be a cultural difference if you decide to be with said white woman or Asian woman or whatever. There are some black men who may have a cultural difference in Jamaican women, and she's black, but there's a cultural difference. He's not Jamaican, he's American. So they do things differently too. So he don't know what a plantain is. He think it's an airplane that's been set by the crops in Indiana somewhere. No, that's a cropping. That's a crop plane. So that's a plane for cropping. They do crop dusting with a plantain is actual food, sir. See, he may not know what a plantain is. He's getting confused with an airplane and cropping. So it's actually nourishment, sir, for you. And he may not know that because culturally he don't eat plantains. The nigga eat bananas, okay? And so if he don't know the difference, someone from Jamaica may come to him and say, "Hey, you don't know plantain? Maybe you don't know plantain?" And see, and he might be like, "You know what? You taught me something new, Fukasha. You taught me something new, Fukasha. I didn't even know that a plantain was edible. You feel me? So he may not know that. So she's seeing white women enjoying her black men." Okay, and she wanted to preface it. And I knew she was being disingenuous because she was prefacing it by like, "Oh, this is not about race, and I just believe you love who you love, and blah blah." You, ma'am, you lying so bad. You took yourself to Applebee's. Of all the places Applebee's is terrible. Some of us on this channel thinks differently. I'm not going to, some people think Applebee's is worth going to, and in this direction right here, he and I disagree. Okay, Applebee's
trying not to choose violence against y'all.
You know what I'm saying? Applebee's is terrible. All right, just like Chick-fil-A, overrated. Unpopular opinion. I digress, but I'm just saying.
Why do you keep saying it? All right.
She took herself to Applebee's, feeling good in the neighborhood. And then all of a sudden, she starts seeing the reality. She started seeing the reality of her ways. It's like, see, you want to be qualified for this type of happiness, and you might not be. You shouldn't have to preface anything. Like, first of all, if it has nothing to do with love, like interracial dating and love, then why you make the video? You made the video because you're trying to figure out how is these white women getting these black men. Mm-hmm. in your area, in your local area, and the black men are just having a date with the woman that likes him. And let's be clear real quick, and I'm gonna shut up. Let's be clear real quick. Every black woman don't like every black man. Okay, because all of us dudes know, all of us homies right here know a black young man who grew up, who was nerdy or whatever the case may be, and none of the girls liked him. That was black. Then as soon as he gets 6-7 figures, and his personality didn't change. He's still the geeky, nerdy dude he was. But the white women love his personality because they just as goofy and geeky as he is. Now all of a sudden he's switching up on his race. When he was available, you didn't like him because you don't like goofy, geeky black men. So all of a sudden, it's a problem that this goofy, geeky black man is dating this goofy, geeky white woman that resonates with his goofy geekiness. You know you don't resonate. So why are you even upset about it in the first place? It's because you're just as racist as we are. You're racist. You are racist. You know it. You know you're jealous. You know you racist. This is the whole reason why you made the video, because your black behind can't understand how come you at the bar with all the single ladies. See, Beyonce messed y'all up.
The fuck?
Because she stayed married to her man. She stayed married. She made a whole album called Lemonade about him cheating, all that. Then he did 444 about being forgiven and the black family better let him see all this kind of stuff, and they still together. She told y'all that single ladies is good. Being empowered, being single is good because you can control your destiny. And now you at Applebee's. Trying to figure out how this is possible. You see? And then the previous video of Taylor Rooks and Joy Taylor tells you if you get advice, if a man get advice solely from men, that's terrifying. Here it is. You're going on the video trying to get advice from everybody because you don't understand how just in Applebee's, you saw about 4 couples interracial that you like, how in the world did they get, how are these white women getting our black men? You didn't like the black man. You didn't like you think a lot of black women like Kanye West? No. This is before he went through the wire. No, they didn't like him. He's a different type of personality. His personality is very eclectic. A lot of black women don't resonate with that. So he found some white women, some Armenian women or Armenian women who can resonate with that. And then he found out through the grapevine they was whack. And then he was whack. And then all of a sudden he went to another one that is of white descent. So it's more than just about race. It's about also, do you all fit? I know a gentleman personally myself. I know I grew up with him. I know that black women wasn't rocking with him for whatever reason. He's a good dude. Like, he's such a good dude. If I had a daughter, I would want her to talk to this guy. I know he'll be a good dude. Mm-hmm. But his personality was very eclectic. Still is to this day. And guess what? White women like him. White women talk to him. So he talked to who like him.
Right.
That's exactly what he's doing. And I think more black men are doing that. Okay, you say I'm too short. Then I got another woman over here that's not black that happened to be white. And I just got told I was too short. She like, I don't care about your height. You can't control that. Height doesn't even matter. I just care about your personality. And she think I have a good personality and she white and she's attractive and she gives me the time of day. Why would I continue to try to get another black woman to who's ever in my proximity that likes me? I like them back.
Now I gotta improve myself. I gotta improve myself for my own race.
You want me to get kneecap surgery or something? Like, how far are we going with this? It's the most ridiculous things. And we're talking about not only just young ladies, we're talking about women our age, fellas, in the 40 club. Yeah, they're still talking about men being too short. Why they got a fupa? Man, you got a whole fupa on you. Like, you better calm down. We all big up in here. You hot, I'm hot. Calm down. Let's look at this workout tape from Billy Blanks so we can get our workout on so we can go to sleep. Because you acting like you all that and you're not a model. You 40 something. You're not who you think you are. You're not. Yes, you went to Applebee's and saw couples, interracial couples having a good time, and you wish you could have a good time with somebody so no, we're not giving up on black women. We always talk to black women, but men are starting to realize, hey, I'm rocking with who rock with me, and if this woman happen to be white, then everything's all right.
It's all right. That makes sense.
We will now have collection. Please go to the back of the aisle.
Yeah, Reverend Coleman, and
then after communion, we will have a selection from the choir.
Oh no, man, not the choir, dog. Yeah, man, they're gonna give us an A and B selection. Amen.
Please.
Selection from the choir.
Pass the plate.
He said it exactly like that old man was saying.
That old man, that old deacon, bro. He said it just like that old deacon, man.
The choir.
Yeah, man, we will I have a musical selection from the choir after the passing.
Yo, we shout out to Busy for that take, man. That was dope. Great take, my brother. Great take. Again, thank y'all so much, everybody in the chat. Y'all know us, man. We clowns, but we just so happy to be here, man. This has been so dope. So we're gonna keep it moving. Yeah. Like I said, we're doing every segment of our show on the finale, man. So what we got next? Oh, Boozy, what you got for us, man? You got a gin, bro? What's up?
Gin gems?
Yeah, let's get it.
Hold that thought. Get yourself together, gather yourself. Because this man about to preach a sermon given to him by Almighty God.
Amen.
Let's go.
All right. Successful relationships, man, are a byproduct of the relationship of yourself. It's a direct result. If you don't have a good relationship with you, you can't have a good relationship with anyone. And some of us fake this. Unfortunately, we use like some of the things that we believe about ourselves as the catalyst to boost up our belief that we're good people or whatnot, and that's fine. We all do that, but eventually we're gonna have to tap into us actually genuinely. You know what I mean? Like, go ahead and not use your damaged portions of yourself as a deflector for people you don't want to deal with or things you don't want to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have to really dive into it. Have a better relationship with yourself. It's only you. It's talking about the person that's staring you back in the mirror. And your relationships, like I said, are a byproduct of this. Because if your relationships, because the common denominator is you. So if your relationships are having steep exits, you know what I'm saying, bad negativity upon exit, that have to be a reflection of something going on here. You know what I mean? It's not, everybody's not the variable to your destruction all the time. You know what I mean? Like, we have to have a better relationship with ourselves. Now, I don't think a lot of people believe that 50% of the situation you're in is your fault. Whatever it is, it's just you. So if you have a better relationship with yourself, if you can love yourself better, are you willing to take what you don't like about yourself and expose what it is and make some changes to it so you're comfortable with those instead of hiding them for everybody else and disregarding them from other people? Like, are you willing to do that? In doing that will have you more confidence in yourself, and you'll have more confidence with other people. So this whole thing that we're trying to chase, when we always talk about men and women camaraderie on this platform, we're trying to chase the successful relationship, the successful marriage, trying to be in love, whatever it is, whatever you just, a good person to talk to, whatever it is. That only happens if the stock you're giving is up. If you're not giving that, if you're trying to live something different than who you present, who you at home with, you walk outside a different person, or you're astral projecting somebody else when you meet people, then your relationship is going to reflect that. And a lot of people don't want to believe that and continue in their own mess. But I just want to give admiration to that. Stop and give that a thought. Like, what can I change? What can I make better? And try to do that. Not really try to do that, though. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people on health journeys or whatnot, and they're not really doing that. They're only saying that because of the fact they're single. Like, just really do the work. And if once you do, like you said, even if it's negativity coming your way, you won't have a negative result after you meet someone all the time. So relationships, successful ones, a byproduct of you. So work on you. It's my spill. JB the Gent.
Very well said, my brother. Very well said. Give it up for Jim Jones. I appreciate that, Jay. All three of us have had a lot of conversations in our just own personal growth, bro. And I think we've all just what you said, the words and the way you said it, we've all had conversations about that. You know what I'm saying? And we've held each other accountable for being better for us. We've held each other accountable for the things that we know all three of us can get better at. We've held each other accountable for making sure that our brotherhood is intact. If any of us is lacking in anything, we're going to let each other know. So when we go out into this world, we're the best version of ourselves. So what you just said, man, hit home personally, bro. So I appreciate that, dog.
Sure. Thank you, brother.
That's real, bro. That's real. Give it up one more time for JB Jim Jones, man. You know what I'm saying? I can't even put my words together. That was so powerful, bro.
Right, for real.
Hey, bro, we got a situation, Oh man, today's situation is a trip, man. Ladies, bear with us. Ladies in the chat, bear with us. Everybody in the chat, just bear with us. This is it sounds kind of simple, but it's a lot behind it. So we're gonna give you the situation. I'm gonna read it. It's a little long, so just kind of bear with us. All right, y'all. All right, here's the situation. A woman is at home when she receives a text from her friends saying her and her man want to come over and stay the night because they're all going on the trip the next day. The woman says cool and tells them to come over. They arrive and the woman lets them in, embracing both of them with a little hug. A few moments later, the friend's boyfriend gets up to use the bathroom. The friend asks the woman if she could change her clothes into something more appropriate. The woman says no because she was in her own home. The woman says, the friend gets irritated, rolls her eyes, calls her boyfriend out saying, "Brandon, we are leaving." He walks back in and they leave. Fellas, was the woman wrong? Mail carriers, was the woman wrong in how she responded?
So she wouldn't change her house clothing in front of her friend's man.
Right.
And so the friend gets upset with the woman because she won't change. Therefore, she told her man, "We got to leave because she's not changing," or whatever the case may be. So that's the reason why we leave.
That's when they left. Yep. They were all supposed to go on a road trip the next day. They told the friend just said, "Can we just kick it there? We don't got to worry about picking nobody up or being on time. We all together. We can just roll." And apparently, the friend didn't like what the woman had on.
them three was going on the road trip.
Yep.
Okay. So the guy and the girl, his girl, and then his girl's friend.
Yeah.
They were all going on the road trip together.
Yeah.
And she was gonna, so we can keep this cool, keep this, keep it sensible with our distance and traffic and all that kind of stuff and our timing. We'll just come spend the night at your crib, and that way we all can roll out. Yep. And then I get to the crib, you over here dressed like Foxy Brown, the real Queen Sheba back when Pam Grier was in her prime. You dressed like that, and then
made the friend a little uncomfortable. Now, mind you, the woman embraced them. So, what type of hug you think the friend gave the female?
She was embraced.
I wonder if it was one of them like, "Oh, my girl" hug, or was it like a pat on the back and cheek to cheek type shit?
Right.
What y'all think, man?
Interesting, man. What you think, Jay?
You want me to do it?
Yeah,
she was It's her crib. I get it. But I also get the fact, you know what I'm saying, that you don't want to have some type of outward show around somebody else's mate. I get that too. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want that either. You know what I'm saying? Like, that'd be kind of messed up. So honestly, you know, I understand her leaving because, you know, she's her house. Hey, I do what I want to do, right? If you don't like it, right? And that's what she did. So that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? But I don't call this much of a situation because of the fact of she knew that, you know, the way she looked, you know what I'm saying? And if we're going to just use our imagination, you know what I'm saying? It could have been very provocative and just out of line with what is normal nightwear. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would think for her to even go to this point of being like, hey, you need to change in your own crib because you wildin', right? You know what I'm saying? Like, my man's here. Like, you know what I mean? And she had on something that was wild. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I get it. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, it's a toss up for me, man. I don't think she was wrong, and I don't think the response was wrong, but it's kind of wild. But I'm a toss up. Maybe y'all got some other ideas.
Ms. Lena
thank you, Rollo. Thank you.
Productions had a really good comment. Let's see what Ms. Lena Productions had to say. Honestly, if she is in her house where she pays bills, she has every right to wear what she wants. The friend was invited, and if you that insecure, that's a you problem, not a me problem. It's crazy.
Okay.
Go ahead, Busy.
Okay.
All right, look. Look. I totally disagree with the last comment you just read.
Okay.
And I do think the young lady, even though it's her crib and all that, I do think that she's wrong in this instance. This is the reason why.
Very interesting.
Yeah. I'm going against the grain today. I don't care. This is the last season. This is the last show season.
We're gonna talk about it later in the year.
We're all going on a road trip. We're all going on a road trip together, the three of us, which means those two women are tight.
Right.
They so tight, her man can come. Okay. So that dynamic alone lets you know that this is not some typical you came in my house and interrupted my plan situation. We're all planning this together. Okay, so this ain't no interruption. You knew we talked about the fact that your crib could just be the overnight spot, so that way we can go on the road trip. I know, look, the reason why I can speak on this, I had both of you brothers at my crib here, right? And my hospitality, I could, when if y'all was not here, normally what I would normally walk around and do my thing, I didn't do that because you're my guest.
That's right.
Yeah, right. It's called being hospitable. It's called being hospitable. Okay. Now, so these chicks are tight. All right. They are stuck together like glue. Maybe Elmer's, maybe Gorilla. Who knows? So, but she comes to the door, and something. It had to be something beyond leggings. Leggings and a t-shirt is not. Hey, you need to change.
I think that's beyond, man.
You know what I'm saying? Leggings and a t-shirt or whatever. Look, if her man goes to the gym, if he's a gym type of guy, he see leggings and t-shirts and half bellies all the time. You know, so this has nothing to do with that, right? This is something way beyond that. She may have came to the door in something that could change the dynamic of her man's viewpoint of her friend. Who knows if it went that far?
And the trip.
And you're going on a trip together? So why would So why would you even consider doing that, knowing that this is your man's friend? This is your friend's man. I mean, So you know that her man is coming. He's not your man. You don't have a man there according to the situation. There's no man that's there from the woman who's giving out the hospitality. They were invited. So you invite somebody in that space. So why are you wearing the negligee? I'm going to say negligee just for the sake of argument. Let's say it's negligee to that degree. Why would you wear something of that magnitude knowing that her man is coming? Now here it is, this whole she paid the bills there, blah, blah. See, all that territorial is bull. Even though this is your crib, you can still show a level of hospitality to your guests. Your friend's man is the guest, the main guest in question. Now, if you built a certain way with the thickness and the nice little waist with the da-da-da, if you built like that and you come up in the lingerie or you come up something close to it, your friend is coming and then her man is coming right along. You're like, hold on. Y'all embracing each other too? Hold on. So, and then the friend is like, girl, what you doing? That's the same thing as a guy who has a wingman who don't know how to be a wingman. It's the opposite. It's like, dog, what are you doing? Why are you trying to get all the attention when you know I'm trying to holler at? Right? It's the same thing in reverse. It's flipped. It's like you giving us the hospitality of your spot, but why are you dressed like in front of my man? You know we spend the night here, right? You know we are all about to hang out and go on this road trip, right? Why are you doing that? I don't think it's a question of insecurity. I think it's a question of what is your intention of doing that though? So for instance, that means because the young lady is questioning her friend, that means if it was the opposite direction and the girl and the woman had a man and that girl's spot was the spot that they were supposed to go overnight at, that means that she would be dressed appropriately in front of her man out of respect of her homegirl. You showing that you disrespectful me. You showing that you disrespectful to me by doing that, even though I know this your crib and you invited us to stay over because it'd be better for all of us because we're all going on a trip. But that still shows the disrespect towards me, the fact that you would be willing to be dressed that way in front of my man. That's all she's saying. And I think that for one, it's an overnight thing. You can't just one night wear regular clothes at the crib. What's the difference between doing that then and then the fact that you do it any other time? Oh, so you wear lingerie every night when you at the crib. Stop it. Stop it. I think a homegirl was stretching it a little bit. Do she have the right to wear what she have to wear what she want to wear? Yeah, of course. I'm not talking rights. I'm talking morals here. I'm talking principles. I'm not talking about rights. I got the right to do whatever I want in my crib. Yes. But when y'all came through to see your boy here for his B-Day, I was hospitable to you guys. You know what I'm saying? My house was your crib. I was smoking a cigar in there. You were smoking a cigar too. We were drinking. We were doing our thing. We was chilling. I didn't try to make you all feel like, well, this is my house. I can do whatever I want to do. You need to get with my program. And that's it. Y'all traveled to come see me. So the hospitality should be there, and we tight. So that means if these women are tight with each other, that means your homegirl and you are friends. Then why can't she just show you the same grace, hospitality, just on principle? You see what I'm saying? All this is my house. I pay the bills here and all kind of stuff. That lets me know that you have a low level of thinking. This has nothing to do with that. This has everything to do with the fact that you have guests at your crib, and how you treat your guests says a lot. Since we talk about maturity on the show, let's talk about maturity. How you treat your guests in your house says a lot.
Yeah, I think you hit it on the head when you said it's about hospitality for one, but after that, it's just intention, and that makes sense.
All right. We have some very interesting comments. And I think it's going to help us deep dive on this. Let's get into what Tracy talks about. I get it though, but I would have changed before they got there.
There you go.
Okay, that kind of goes along with what Busy said.
Yes,
Absolutely. Let's see what Chill said. In my opinion, it is just a courtesy to at least change while you have company at your house. So it's a couple of people definitely going along the line with what you think, Busy. All right. But then this is interesting. Also, this is a very interesting one. Also, Tracy talks. Did she not ask the night before? Was this the original plan? Now, that's something we don't know. I'm assuming the way the scenario that when I found it, the way I saw it, and when I read it, it sounds like it was kind of like spur of the moment, to be 100% real. The way I saw it, and when I read the situation and kind of dissected it, it sounded like it was definitely a spur of the moment thing. But what she just said definitely plays a factor to kind of what Busy just said. So if you knew they were coming, or if you knew there was an idea that they may have been coming, maybe it's something to think about, you're about to have a man in there in your house, and the hospitality. That I think that's what Tay's hospitality explanation definitely comes into play. So if it was planned, I would definitely I will agree with maybe taking into consideration. Not saying the woman will have to change, but to go along with what Tay said about his hospitality, if it was planned, then that's a whole different thing. And then Ms. Lena Productions, this was a good one. Plot twist: the friend and her man had a threesome with the woman whose house they were at, and ever since then, the friend feels a way when her friend is dressed a certain way around her man. Now, I was trying kind of not to go to the what ifs and what's behind it, but Ms. Lena Productions, I'm cool with you. I was kind of thinking the same thing. I was really trying not to go to the, well, what's the reason behind it, or why is she that uncomfortable? I just want to focus on. I just kind of want to focus on the situation, like we all do. But you got to think about what happened prior to that, because I think asking somebody to change at their house, when you walk into somebody's house and they're dressed a certain way, to me it's disrespectful to ask them to change. I don't care what the situation is. I think that's disrespectful. You know what I mean? If I'm coming to your house, like whatever is going on, I have to accept it, or or if I'm uncomfortable, I decided to come, so I gotta accept whatever is here. You know what I mean?
All
but
right.
if there was a situation, Busy, hold on. If there was a situation prior to that made the friend uncomfortable, then you understand it. But at the same time, this is your friend, you know her. I'm assuming you've seen her lounging around at her house by herself, so you might know what she has on. So if it's that type of situation, why ask to go over if you're worried about that? You know what I'm saying? So it's like you gotta wonder the backstory. We don't know, so we could talk about it for hours on the story behind the insecurity or the worry. But you actually asked to come to your friend's house, who I'm assuming y'all close with, y'all going on a road trip. You feel comfortable enough to ask her, "Can I come and stay the night?" You've been there and you've seen her lounging around her house. You're bringing your man, so I do believe it's something behind it. That's why I like what Ms. Lena Productions kind of put out there, because it's something behind it. Go ahead, Busy.
I'm in town, all right, and I'm like, yo, Rollo, it's all right if I come to your crib in about an hour? You like, for sure, Busy, you can come to my crib for about an hour. You gonna come to the door in Speedos?
See,
no. I'm asking yes or no. Just yes or no. Yes or no.
No, I'm not. But I don't even walk around my own house by myself in Speedos. I walk around normally in like some shorts or a shirt. So yeah,
So I'm saying is that we all have our moments in our own cribs where we just be like, you know what? It's one of them freelancing days, and then it's another time where it's like, we just wearing some shorts and a t-shirt and we just cleaning up the house. I think the fact of trying to rearrange the context without actual context doesn't make sense. I think we should just look at the actual bottom line principle of it.
Right.
Because the thing is, because everybody lives differently. Everybody have different ways of being in their crib.
Yeah.
Just because, like, again, if I normally just lounge in a certain thing, and if I got the homie coming over and his girl on the way too. First of all, my house is already clean. Secondly, I'm not gonna come to the door dressed in a certain way. I done and douse myself with cologne. I done did all this extra, and then you know what I'm saying? Like this is
coming to see me.
Like she coming to see me. Yeah. And let me get myself together. I'm shaving extra. I got extra edge on my beard and everything. Like now you just being extra, and that's the whole point. It's your crib. We get it. You own it. Whatever the hell, it don't. That's not the point. The point is that your girl's man is coming through. It ain't just you and your girl. Like, if they just kicking it at the crib, at her crib, eating popcorn, having a movie night, girls' night, that's different. Yeah, y'all can lounge around because that's how y'all roll. Y'all already got Friendsgiving with the silk pajamas in pink and red. So we know that y'all don't mind walking around in lingerie together.
And
you do it. They fit it. And you do it anyway, and you post it online. So we know what you're wearing. We get it. But the whole point is your girl's man is on the way. That makes the difference. It ain't just like, oh, it's just me and my girl. It's just, her man is coming. And now you want to be extra. You want to be extra at the wrong time. That's why I use the wingman analogy to compare. You want to be extra at the wrong time. I told you this is the chick that I want to rock with, and she got a whole bunch of homegirls. I need you to wingman this over here. You trying to talk to the one I'm trying to talk to. You're being extra. You the dressing off the burger down the side of the arm for what? for why? You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you doing that? Yes, it's your crib.
That's a lot of lubrication.
You get it. You have the right. You have the right and the power to do whatever you want. Why would you choose to do that particular thing right now, knowing that I'm bringing my man this time? Because we're all going out on a trip anyway. That's the thing we already got planned. So even if it is spur of the moment, let's say it's a spur of the moment thing. A few hours, like, yo, I think a better idea would be to since your crib is closer to the freeway that we need to get to, blah blah blah, whatever. Then I think we should be at your crib. Is that okay? She still had to give permission to say yeah.
It was still consent. That's what I was about to say. It was still consent. So you knew.
You knew they was coming over regardless whether it was spur of the moment or not. So you knew they was coming over. Then all of a sudden you want to come to the door dressed like Lady Eloise from Boomerang. Like, hello, Marcus, darling. You want to come in like Lady Eloise. It's like, why you want to do all that now? And I told you already know it's all three of us going to this spot. Like, I don't get it. So that's the thing. It's like she can wear something that will be a little bit more modest, demure, appropriate for the fact that her man is there. She's not trying to tempt her man, her friend's man. She don't want her friend's man, she shouldn't want her friend's man. So why come in something where he could see something? You coming through no bra, you just negligee up, you got the little see-through shawl on and all that kind of stuff. Then but your things is all showing. Like your hind parts. Like, come on, like this is not that type of trip. If it is that type of trip, that's different. But nowhere in that scenario that you read where it said that this is the type of trip where that was cool. Otherwise, the homegirl wouldn't be like, "Yo, we gotta go. We should just get a hotel for the night. Then we just see you in the morning." Because I thought it would have been okay to be over there, but obviously it's not. So it's okay. I mean, that's my whole thing. It's like you can rearrange the context of it either way you want. It was still some consent there. You knew they was coming over regardless, and this trip was already planned months before. So you already know the context and the scenario in that regard as the person who's being hospitable. Why then be extra cheese on the Mickey D's when you don't have to be?
You don't have to be.
You don't have to be. You know what I'm saying?
Ms. Lena Production said. Ms. Lena Production said, "My bad, I'm gonna stay quiet."
Yeah, and that's facts, dog. Trying to bend the rules.
She had on some basketball shorts and a t-shirt. That's what I'm saying. Like, we don't. It's a lot of holes in the story, obviously, and I agree with you, Busy, because that's why I tried to stay. But Ms. Lena woke me up because it's something behind it. Even if
you got to look at
this is somebody's home where they should be able to be comfortable.
But look at the friend's response. Look at the friend's response. The friend's response is telling you where this is going. If it's to the point where the friend like, can you change? Like, I do have my man here. Can you change a little bit? Yeah. And she's like, oh no, I'm not changing because I pay the bills here. You don't pay my bills. I pay all of my bills. Okay. And don't nobody tell me what to do. Okay. I don't give a damn. But anybody say, okay. See, all that is you extra. You extra. Yeah. She's like, damn, you can't even change. Like, all right, well, we gonna leave. Now, who's to say they had a fall? I'm not saying it's a fallout. She could have been like, you know what, we just gonna leave because she don't want to change and whatever it is, what it is. And then you could have just went. They could have went to a hotel or whatever. But the thing is, even if this scenario that Miss Lena Production said it was, even if that's a fact, it don't mean anything. You can rearrange the scenario any way you want. The fact that the friend, this is your friend. This is your friend. 100%. Okay, the fact that your friend is uncomfortable with something, and you can't just spare a night of wearing something chill. Like, you know, first of all, you have guests coming to your crib anyway. You should automatically be wearing something that's like appropriate for guests. It's you're the one hosting. You're hosting this. So why would I do something to make my guests uncomfortable in the first place? Is all I'm saying, man. Go ahead, Jay. My bad.
Yeah. No, I was just gonna say something simple, man. Like you said it already. Trying to bend the rules of simplified appropriation only leaves the thought of intention purposes. Like why you can't do something simple. Why you have to make that so complex? You know what I'm saying? Like just a normal thing. Like that's a normal thing. You know what I'm saying? And for and you know what I mean, to make it bigger than what it is, you know what I'm saying? It's just, you know, it's no need to do that either. You know what I'm saying? We might as well just go ahead with the text that we got and find the situation out of it. You know what I mean? And when Tay mentioned the fact of hospitality, that dinged on me. Like, you know what? She should have been hospitable no matter what time she agreed to, no matter who house or what. Just be hospitable. That's the bottom line. That's the simple appropriation. Now, if you can't do that, then now it shows the fact that you have intent. That's what it shows. You have intent. Now you're doing it for a reason. You going against the grain for something else, though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If you can't simply be appropriate when you have guests, that means you have an intent on something else. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that can go where it can go. I mean, you know what I'm saying? If you want to be freak nasty, but the thing is, if you want to be freak nasty, you should have said that ahead of time. But like, yo, before y'all come over here, I'm gonna be on some freak nasty. So you might as well like, give us something, but don't let us show up and you out here ass out. Come on, you can't do that, man. I didn't come over here for chocolate booties. I came over here to spend the night so we can go on this road trip. Come on now, damn. Now you're being extra. You got a lot of horseradish in your dip. Like, why though? Now it's sauces down here on the forearm to the elbow, cuz to the bone, nigga. Why? Come on, man. Like if you come to my crib and you and your girl show up, and then I gave her like 3-4 hugs because I know I got this new cologne I'm working on. I gave her 3-4 hugs. You like, nigga, you hugging my girl a little bit too many times, man. She ain't sis yet, bro. She ain't sis yet. You like, Tay. Like, okay, even if you don't say it to me up front, you might be thinking of like, Tay will hug you a little bit, and then your homegirl, your girl might be like, I mean, your boy cool, but. He was really, you know what I'm saying? Like, so either way, the best route to go is just to be hospitable, even kill, so that way you don't have any of this nuance, man. That's all. And then if you check them on that, and he'd be like,
coming through with speedos. Rollo said, I'm coming to mosquitoes at the door at all. I don't care at all.
No, like I said,
Rollo on freak nasty, bro. Hey, Rollo on freak nasty, dog.
I said that because
Jay, he on FN, bro. Nah. He on FN radio. He on freak nasty radio right now, dog.
Like I said, it's a lot of holes in the story, but I know my lounge around attire is suitable for anyone. So that's what I'm saying. Like the friend had to know how she lounges around. You know what I mean? To feel comfortable enough to come to the house and bring your man, knowing that you got to know what your girl lounges around in most of the time. You know what I'm saying? So to ask her to change, you gotta know that she, and I get it, Tay. Like she was probably hoping maybe she would have that respect. But if you've only been there with you and her, y'all kicked it, whatever, and she just chilling in a certain type of attire, then come on, man. Like you know what it is. Go ahead, Jay. All right, shut up. That's what it is, though.
A bullshit. Bullshit.
All right. Well, yeah. Jay has something else to say before we move on. Shut up, Tay.
You on mute, Jay. You on mute, Jay.
I didn't have nothing to say. Thank you. That's just hilarious. That's hilarious.
Let me tell y'all something. When me and Tay disagree, the reason why it's so funny, because like we normally don't really go against each other. If anybody gonna go against each other, it might be me and Jay, but me and Tay never really go against each other like that because like, I normally just kind of fall back. But it's like with me, that's why.
Yeah, bro. That's what you be saying.
Yeah, you're not gonna convince me on this one, buddy. You're not gonna get me on this one, pal.
I think this is the fourth season. I think me and Tay have gone like we butted heads maybe 3 times out of 4 seasons. But whenever we go against each other, it's like the craziest thing. But it's dope, and he gonna hear about it though. He gonna hear about it.
Yeah, I know. After the post production meeting, it's gonna be that.
He gonna hear about it.
All right.
He gonna hear about it.
Crazy.
Jay, my bad, bro. You got something to say?
No, he said he was cool, man. He said
we can move on.
Yeah, he said he was cool.
Hey, shout out to that here's the situation, man. Hey, chat. Let us know. Continue to give us y'all opinions throughout the show. We got a few more segments left. We ain't gonna keep y'all too much longer, but we thank everybody that's rocking with us because this is the finale, man. We going up. If you have anything else to say about that situation, please put it in the chat. That was a different one. It can go a lot of different angles. Like we said, we don't have the backstory. It's a lot behind it. That's why I said it's kind of deep. So please give us throughout the rest of the show, man. Just give us y'all opinion on that. Here's the situation. All right. Make sure you go ahead and email us at the MALEROOM313@yahoo.com. You can give us your opinion on there. Cause I guarantee you, man, we're gonna use that opinion. We're gonna use that we're gonna use y'all perspective in another situation on the show, man. You know what I mean? So here we go. Let's get into our next segment, man. Hey, we got a couple unpopular opinions, man. Let's go.
Yeah, buddy.
Unpopular opinion. Let's get it, fellas. Where we at?
All right. I think this one is yours, Rollo. Unpopular opinion. Go ahead, read that out.
Oh, mine. Okay.
It's on the ticker.
My bad. Oh, this one is mine. Okay.
Yeah.
If a man can't afford your bills, you need to find a job, not a man. Did I come up with that?
Yeah, you did, dog. Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
you did. Yeah, you did that. Yeah, that's
I can't remember what was our own, bro.
Yeah, you said that. Yeah,
we about to find out. Go ahead.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on it, guys?
If a man can't afford your bills, you need to.
You did.
Okay.
Come on, violence.
I did choose violence this week. I did choose violence.
Hey.
I mean, it's.
You said that?
Let me give y'all a scenario, okay?
A
couple years ago, I was kicking it with a female, and everything was cool, everything was straight. We was having a good time together. She invited me to a bar. Okay, she invited me to a bar. And naturally, I think, because I think it goes both ways. If you invite someone out, you're inviting them out. And again, this is just a small example of the statement.
Okay.
If you invite someone out, that means you are asking them to leave wherever they are, stop whatever they're doing, make plans to do that, and go hang out with them. Normally, when you ask someone out, if there's anything involved as far as like, y'all going out to dinner, y'all going to get drinks, whatever the case is, normally when you invite someone out, that means you're willing to pay for whatever you two need to enjoy the night. In this particular situation, I was invited out somewhere, and I was being asked to front the night. And in my mind, I'm like, okay, I get it. Now I did contribute. So if you go out, you got to at least contribute to something. You know what I mean? You offer. It's a gentleman thing to do. You being invited out by a woman. But it was a bar, and I bought a drink. You know what I mean? Bought a round, and that was it. I was chilling. I didn't have nothing planned to do. So that was the night. I don't even think this was mine, but was this mine? Okay.
This was definitely your unpopular opinion, sir, for sure, 100%.
Yeah. So just don't be out here. Just don't be out here expecting men. Don't be out here expecting men to fund your lifestyle or fund what you're doing. Just if y'all, we got to stop that. We just got to stop this. We got to stop this. We got to stop this. You got to stop expecting the man to if y'all on a certain level, and y'all have established, even if you haven't established anything, but there's no commitment, there's nothing like that. It's like a kind of getting to know you type of thing, and you expecting this man to come in and do all this and do all that just because he's interested in you. Like, what are you doing to where you can't do this? You know what I mean? Like, women, like, y'all still expect us to front certain things when you have showed that type of interest in us, and we're just trying to get to know you. But just because we're trying to get to know you and trying to catch the vibe, we're expected to front things that we wouldn't front for ourselves at this moment. And we're just trying to get to know you. We got to stop with this. And Jay kind of talked to her earlier about how it's shifted, man. Like, men are expected, black men especially, we're expected to do so many things so soon to appease to a woman. And it's like, I don't know how we got here. I understand that we talk about roles and everything like that, but those roles have to be established first. You know what I mean? In this particular situation with the woman I was talking about, we've established that we just having a good time. There's no obligation. There's nothing set in stone. We're just enjoying each other's company. And so for me to get invited out and then get confronted on what I paid or did not pay for was crazy to me. You know what I mean? Like, if you're out and you ask me to come and join you where you are, I'm assuming that you're already in your element, you already doing your thing, and you just want me to be a part of it. But to ask me out and to expect me to contribute to what you're already doing just because we doing our thing is wild to me. It's really wild to me. I almost couldn't believe it happened, because it's like, it doesn't, because if I did that, I wouldn't even attempt to do that if I couldn't fund your night out. I don't know what you're doing. I'm asking you to come and join me. I'm asking you to come and contribute to the energy that I'm already around. So just come and just be in the atmosphere. But no, you wanted me to come to try to get you and make sure that you straight for the rest of the night, because whatever you already done before I got here, you exasperated that. So that's gone. So now you want to see if I'm gonna come through and contribute to contribute to your drinks and contribute to your night and everything like that. It's wild.
Oh, I'm sorry. That Talks with Todd comment got me, man. He said some women want black men to give them the moon, but when they get the moon, they ask for the stars and random planets and the random planet. Look, man. Jay, you want to go ahead, man? Go ahead. You go, Jay.
Nope. You go.
Okay. Look.
Just to let y'all know, I got some people that agree with me while y'all trying to mess with me.
Yo, no, I get it. Look, I got you, man.
That was funny, though.
I was just,
he was just being
my typical self. Look, the word that stick out to me is bills.
Yeah.
There are some women who want men to fund their fun. And I talk about this often. It's like they want to have fun and go out, but they want you to pay for it. So they want you to fund their fun. The problem with this whole thing, I can't totally blame women for this, right? I just can't. Because the reality of it is that there are some men who do it.
Yeah.
There are men who simp out. Yeah. They simp out and just do it, man. Those dudes, they irritate me to the max, dog. It's like you don't have no game, so you try to pay for her likeness, her attention towards you. It's like you are so weak, bro. And it's like, tell me you don't have a mouthpiece, dog. It's like you don't know, you just don't know how to talk to women. You know what I'm saying? FTFs, they out here fun their fun. That's what they do.
We are on team, bro.
But FTFs, they got a lot of FTFs out here, man. They want to fund their fun, bro.
That's facts, man.
And it's a lot of dudes out here, man. And I hope a lot of people see the MALEROOM Network at some point throughout their perusing through YouTube or whatever. But it's like there's so many dudes out here, man, who have made it difficult for women who normally have that mentality to not have that mentality with every guy. Because like what happens is you do this for a woman. Like here it is, like what Rollo said was cool. You invited me out while you're already out. Then when I get there, all of a sudden you want me to start paying for drinks. You want me to start paying for everything. And it's like, well, who was paying for you when I wasn't here first? You was paying for, so why you can't just take yourself out? We already saw the lady on the video took herself to Applebee's. So you can buy yourself some drinks.
She was able.
You feel me? So I just find it interesting that there are some women who do this, but I can't lay it all on the women because it's a lot of men out here that just simp out over women because they don't have no game, they don't have no type of personality, no type of swag, no nothing. They depend on all the stuff that means nothing to make them be valuable. And it's like, no, you're right, exactly. Now, to get to this unpopular opinion though, bills, dude, this is another thing that's difficult to put on women because there are so many men who will pay women's bills. And I'm talking important, miscellaneous, I'm talking about expense report related bills. Okay. And in your expense report, there's a miscellaneous part of the expense report that's like nails done, hair done, jewelry, blah, whatever. That kind of stuff is miscellaneous. It has nothing to do with anything. It has nothing to do with anything related to the business. So miscellaneous is like dinner, like business dinner dates and stuff like that. You pay with your business card because it's something that you're doing as a networking project. So that goes to miscellaneous, right? So that's a miscellaneous expense. They want you to pay for miscellaneous expenses. Then that's how they start off. They start off with, can you help me can you help me give me some money for my nails? Because my birthday coming up. They have a reason. My birthday coming up, blah, blah, blah. And it's some dude, it's some Negro, Knee, it's some Negro who will be like, I cash app you real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Took her on.
Yeah.
I ain't took her on the day. You know what I'm saying?
He'll
do it.
Huh?
He'll do it.
Yeah.
Now that's how they start off.
You need what? Yeah.
You need what?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah, I do it. Yeah.
What? Yeah. Yeah.
I was just about to say this. Out here paying bills, not even getting not even able to heat the bun up in the oven. All right, he ain't even seen the bun,
nothing, bro.
Right? Just to give it some type of leverage here. Then that's how I start off. Yeah. Then it leads to other stuff like the phone bill. Oh, my phone about to get cut off. I'm like, hey, what are you doing with your money? And why are you asking me to do this? What were you doing before you met me? This is diabolical. But the problem is there are men who will do this. And there are women who will ask, they trifling. Then there are men who will do it. They trifling. So now we got this trifling, triangular triflingism going on.
With this trifling, triangular triflingism. I'm taking that one, dog. I'm taking that one, man. That has been stole. I'm taking that one, dog. Triflingism? It's a science to your bullshit.
It's a geometrical, geofencing triflingism situation going on where they just know where you are and they helicopter hover over your bank account and just ask you for everything and just suck up all your bread. You just give it to them. It's like, it's ridiculous. It's like, this is not your woman. Like, y'all not talking about marriage. Y'all not dating. Y'all not even together like that. You already funding her, bro. And then she expect, if you don't do it, if you stop doing it, she gonna do it to the next dude and expect it. And this is the problem. I think men, with the solidarity that we need, we need the type of solidarity to collectively be like, okay, we're not going to do that. We need to protest the pockets. Stop giving money.
Wow.
Stop giving money to women who are not your women, bro. Like, it's not your responsibility to make sure her phone stays on. It's not your responsibility. Y'all dating. You're dating. Y'all not like living together or talking about being serious.
I'm not messing with you no more. I'm about to start.
So this is
she's wild.
So this is the thing. It's like,
I love it.
We need to pipe down on the simping, man. Like, dudes be simping so hard, bro, and it makes it hard to defend this because unpopular. It is unpopular. It's unpopular because men have allowed this to happen. So what women need to do is they need to find their own fun.
You said something earlier, bro. And before you started your soliloquy and your
pontification.
Your pontification. You mentioned they don't have no personality, they have nothing else to offer. How prevalent is that today? Are men even trying anymore to show more of themselves? Are we even trying to get to another level of attracting women and trying to connect with women? Like, are we even trying anymore? Do we even think about our other qualities nowadays?
No, guys, haba. At this many men ago did this. They tried to help themselves to women, and it does not work. They don't have the Miyagi. They don't have the Miyagi discipline. They don't have the Miyagi. They don't have the bonsai. They don't have it.
Oh, forgot about it.
They don't have it. It's like they will rather. They know that
the question gonna be for you too, Jay.
They know that a status will do it, so they rely on a status doing it, right? But on a real tip, it's because of the fact that no value is a lot of times instilled. They don't know where to go with it. Remember that time we was in a production meeting, and I shared a video with you guys. it was Van. I think his name is Van he used to be with TMZ, and it was
he was talking about
remember how he was so quick. Remember how he was so quick in that video to lay down the list of all the things that he think he need to work on that he don't like about himself. Yeah. And then when Jason Wilson asked him a question about the things that make him valuable, he didn't have an answer. You see what I'm saying? And so that's something that men go through often as they get older. They're like, well, my work is my identity. So you get to know me through my work. But then when you start unpacking that, they're like, and you can't lean on work. It's like, well, what else do I go to? You know? And so that whole thing. And so what happens is that particular person may grow into an idea of, hey man, I could just go ahead and make it rain and get the attention. And the women that respond to that, those are women that want me. And it's like, no, they want something from you. It's a difference. You know what I'm saying? Because women, hey, you ever heard of the Black Widow spider? That's a cold piece. That's a cold piece, dog. The Black Widow spider, the Black Widow spider will have sex with her man, get pregnant by him, and kill him. No bueno.
What do you think, Jay? Do we even try to offer anything else nowadays? Like, do we even take the time to think about who else we are as men besides what we can provide? You know, what we can give them is like what we can, instead of putting our money out and going out and paying for stuff and making sure they have a good time. Like, are we thinking of any other qualities within ourselves nowadays more, bro?
Those men can't. There's nothing there.
Nothing.
It's a shallow, you know, it's a shallow frame. There's nothing else other than his income. There's nothing else to offer. You know what I'm saying? Like, he hasn't even tried to develop a character to try to magnetize anybody. It's just what he does and his income and what he brings in. That's it. You know what I'm saying? He don't have nothing else. Likewise, the women don't either. They don't have nothing to offer other than sex. So if you can pay the bills, I can make you feel good, rinse and repeat. But we can't sit and have a conversation, right? Just make me look good, make me feel good. I'll return the favor. That's a relationship. That's what it boiled down to now in 2025. That's just what it is. So, no, it's because you don't have the ability to be that. You don't. And a lot of people don't want to fight. And this is what I'm trying to say in the gym. A lot of people don't have it because they never looked into it. It wasn't a thing to them. You know what I'm saying? Or they're too scared to do that. So you know what I'm saying? They're compensating with their money. Women sometimes compensate for their looks. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't have no character. Can't sit and have a conversation. You barely have words of vocabulary. You know what I'm saying? But you fine though. So you get people to pay for your stuff and, you know what I'm saying, and trophy you and take you out and get flued out because you look that way. But there's nothing else there. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing else there. And that's the problem. Like, there's shallow, hollow people doing shallow, hollow things for shallow, hollow people.
Shallow, hollow.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Hello. And so these two classes of people are trying to make that a genuine thing or a actual stem of dating, and that's not it. They run into somebody that knows the original way of dating, and you like just like you ran into, and be like, yeah, I want to go somewhere. So can you pay for me to go there? Like what? Like no, like. You know what I'm saying? How about we go to the coffee shop and talk about what's your expectations on a new year for yourself? You can't do that because you can't have a conversation. She don't know how to talk about it. She ain't got no goals. You know what I'm saying? She ain't got nothing. She's shallow. And that these people are shallow and hollow, right? They don't have nothing there. So it's like,
And Jay, what's crazy? Hey, what's crazy about the situation? What's crazy about the situation I was in is this particular female didn't have nothing bad to say about me until that night, and I didn't fund everything. Well, I didn't fund everything for her. Ain't that wild? Like everything was
crazy.
Everything was cool until then. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
she lied. Like
we talk about cutoff today, right? What I do?
Yeah, she lied. Like
I mean, let's be adults. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In a particular situation I'm talking about, we already established, like, we basically established nothing was going to come from this. We were just kind of enjoying each other's company and letting it do it. She wasn't in no position to be in a relationship, neither was I, but we was enjoying each other's company until that point. When you invite me out and you doing your thing, I'll give me a drink. I think I got her like one or whatever, but that was it. I was just in the moment. I was just chilling. It was a few other people I knew that was around, and I'm vibing. Now it's an issue.
Friends with them.
And I don't think we understand how our actions show who we really are. I think sometimes we be in moments, and you think that however you're thinking that moment is correct, and it don't really show who you really are. You know what I mean?
Right. Friends with benefits. It don't make no sense. Friends with benefits. You know it, you know. You had that friends with benefits.
Oh, okay.
It don't make no sense.
Shut up. Let's get
friends with benefits. You know it. Okay, I'm sorry.
Relationship, and I'm gonna say this about this. Okay, this is all I got.
Oh, you say you was feeling me, but not my butt.
Oh my
God!
No.
You was feeling me. Now I pee in the bed all the time. A little pissing the boy.
It's crazy, like they like you until you know what I'm saying? They like you until it's crazy.
That's funny. But nah, man, like, relationship and dating is not going to fix your adulting. Can we stop this, please?
Can we please stop this?
It's not going to fix your adulting issues. It's just not. You know what I'm saying? Like,
people.
Appreciate it, brother. That's what some people believe this. If they so I'm not where I'm at in life, so I'm gonna get me a man that is where he is to better my life. You know what I'm saying? Some women are trying to live a Cinderella story, and ain't nobody looked for them yet.
Damn! What? Whoa! 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 Whoa!
I'm just being honest.
Pose it! Give him all the sound effects. Give him all of them. Give him all of them. We almost done with the show. I'm not going to put a poll on.
Oh, really?
I'm just saying. He went through all of them, dog. Oh, man. I'm just trying to be real, man. Oh, my God. Word salad. He starts pushing away, dog.
I just turned up on all the sound effects. I don't even care no more.
I'm just saying, bro. I don't understand. Like, nobody chose you yet. It ain't happened. It ain't happened at all, right? So it's like, why are we trying to fix adulting with relationships, man? Men do it too, though.
Yeah.
It's not, let me get it twisted. Men do it too. Men try to, you know what I'm saying, fix their adulting with a woman. They get a woman to be more domestic around the house. You know what I mean? Like, that's not y'all ain't matching at all. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just better just to better you. And so I agree with the unpopular opinion. Do something better to better you. You don't need somebody else to come in and fix that. Like you need to fix that. You know what I'm saying? Right. So that's all I'm saying to that. That's facts.
That polo and cleaned it yesterday. That's my bad. Shout out to JB, man. But that was a dope take.
Sure.
That was a dope take. Hey, again, thank y'all so much for rocking with us. We know that we're a little over our time, but this is the season finale, man. And we just wanted to we just having fun today, man. This is the season finale of season 4. We are going up. Again, if you just joined us, we have done all of our segments so far, man. So
we haven't. We haven't finished it yet. My unpopular opinion. I had another one.
I thought we did the other one. We only did one?
No, we did yours.
Oh, that was so long. Okay, we got another one. My bad. Dang.
Yeah, we got another unpopular opinion, man.
We got another unpopular opinion.
Listen, you are moderator of the year. Shout out to Rollo for being moderator of the decade in here. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you, dog.
My bad, bro. We was rocking. My bad.
You make production. You make production easy. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but I got another unpopular opinion, dog. I got an unpopular opinion, man.
We got one more unpopular opinion.
Hey, if you block someone on social media, but you don't block them from your phone, you are toxic.
Damn. If you block someone from social media, but you do not block them from your phone, you are toxic?
Toxic, bro. That's toxic behavior, man. It's toxic behavior.
Wow.
If you block,
can y'all expound on that rationale? Like, go ahead, somebody expound on that a little bit for me.
Hey, man, I ain't right.
So here it is. Here it is. I've been kicking it.
That's interesting, bro.
Doing your thing, parlaying at the crib, Netflix and chilling, right? You're doing all this stuff, right? Y'all exchange everything. Y'all exchange social media, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, X, formerly known as Twitter, all that kind of stuff. Right?
Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and X. You know what I'm saying?
Twitter and X. Out here fooling, right? And y'all exchange, of course. Y'all got each other phone numbers and everything. Y'all out here communicating. All right, you're communicating. And then you like, girl, I blocked him. Or, man, even fella like, man, I blocked her from all social media. But that phone number is still available for you to text and comment and call and FaceTime. And if you got an Apple phone and things like that, Apple devices, you can actually contact on more than just an iPhone. You can do it on the iPad and the iMac as well. Toxic behavior. So you got everybody thinking y'all broke up. But you got this tiny little itty bitty, well-known way of communicating, which is by phone. Okay, so the phone is all available, you know, but social media, you block them on that though. I think person that does that has a little bit of toxicity in them, man. That's just my opinion. You feel me? What you say? What say you, fellas?
Man. Take that was a dope take, but look at this, and vice versa.
Okay.
And then look at this.
Block them from your phone, but not social media. Either way,
bro. Like that's real. I never really thought about that. That's a
because it's tab keeping, man.
Have y'all ever done that?
It's tab keeping.
Have I ever done what? Block a person from Facebook, from social media, but not phone? No,
I ain't never done that.
No, if I'm gonna block you, I'm gonna block everything. Like it's no contact needs to be had at all.
I'm gonna toggle that red button on all my options.
Yeah, I don't understand. Yeah, everything. Just everything. You know what I'm saying? for me to get to a place where I don't want to communicate with you in any aspect, it's going to filter into all aspects because it's something that mentally messes with my energy to even see you. If I ever get to that point, I don't let a lot of people let me get to that point where I feel like I can't even like see. I don't want to feel your presence in any way. I don't want to look at your name. I don't want to see you. But if that does happen, then I'm blocking everything. You know what I mean? So I do think, I agree with that opinion. That is a little toxic because, like, why not just eliminate them completely? Like, what are you trying to gain from keeping something about them? Like, are you, like, what's the motive behind not blocking the number or not blocking their social media if you erase their phone number? Like, it's weird. You know what I mean? So, I do think that's some toxic. That's definitely a toxic trait. I agree with it.
Yeah, man. It's first of all, you're keeping tabs and you're controlling the traffic.
Yep.
That's basically what makes you toxic as hell.
Yeah.
if you have to keep tabs, like, you know what I'm saying, because having that as a last line of defense is your phone or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? If they call you, then you be like, oh, they still like me. You're keeping tabs. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah.
That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? You also probably explaining to your friends that way too. Like, see, he's still looking for me, and I cut him from everything, right? Show your girl that he's still calling though. You know what I'm saying?
I got control, girl. I got control of my destiny.
And so you control the traffic because now he can only call and text you. Now he can go to your phone like that and call and text you. So now now you can have the ability to pick up that phone one side of them conversations and be like, what? What you want now? Right? Controlling the traffic to see if you can change the narrative of the subject. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to channel his interests that way. So then I can control it. You know what I mean? And if I want to buy back into it, I can, but it's only this channel that I need to do that with. You can blow that up as much as you can to make the guy feel goofy that you can't be, reached out to. You can't be connected with. You know what I'm saying? That's the 72 phone call guy. You know what I'm saying? Leaving all the text messages, calling 70 times a day. You know what I mean? And then but you want, and some women, this makes it toxic, but some women want them to do that because they can control the narrative. Now you can pick up one out of 72 and be like, why you keep calling my phone? What did you need to tell me? So he can be like, I'm sorry, baby, come back home or something. It's toxic. Yeah, it's toxic as hell. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I agree. It is. It definitely is.
Yeah, I'm with Talks with Todd on this too about some couples that don't follow each other on socials, but they're cool with things being that way. I'm cool with that. That's what's up. Yeah. I'm not talking about that. Yeah. We talking about people that's been involved. Y'all been involved, friends, benefits, whatever the case may be. Y'all been involved and it just don't go the way y'all wanted to go. Then all of a sudden y'all start blocking each other, except for the phone, except for the main line of communication. Like, okay.
You have some people that are actually try to argue that by saying, I want to know who calling me. I've heard that before. It's still simple. It's still toxic. Yeah, it's still toxic. It's still, man. You just control the traffic. That's all it is, man.
I do think that some people do get to a place where seeing things that their exes or whatever the case is post on social media is a trigger. But it's like it might be like internally. So they might not follow somebody, or they could be friends, but they might not follow somebody on social media or whatever the case is, so you can't see nothing. So it's like I think it's all mental and how you choosing to handle whatever you're feeling regarding that person. So you still might be able to talk to them on the phone, but it's like I don't want to see you out turning up. I don't want to see you out turning up when I'm over here still thinking about you, whatever the case is. I think people go through that too. So
Yeah.
I think people kind of go through that kind of stage where I'm good, but I don't want to see you out having fun. I don't want to see you out living your life. I rather if it's a healing stage, if it's a just trying to get through stage, I don't want to see you having fun. I'm cool, but I just can't see you enjoying yourself. You know what I mean? If you call me, I'll pick up, but I can't see you out having fun. I think
there you go.
You know what I mean? Like I don't want to see that.
Mm-hmm.
If you call me, we good, but I can't physically, I can't be able to just go to my phone and see you out turning up, or that's a strange place to be. I've been there before, so I understand that. But that's, hopefully that's something. I recommend people heal from that too, because I had to heal from that. And once you heal from that, you are perfectly fine. It's a very refreshing feeling when you even heal from that, because I have been there before, so I get that.
That kind of goes with your cutoff thing, right?
Yeah.
Like you didn't cut it off, so because whatever it is that you see that triggers something, it's not cut off yet. You know what I mean? And that's so. And the problem is that people won't accept the fact that it's okay to see that way. Like it's okay that you don't have the wherewithal to be able to connect that way. So that way you know what to work on. Like you said, you knew you had to work on that. So that was your way of recognizing it. Like so it was good that you saw something.
Right.
Because it showed you where you was at. You're like, you know what, I'm not here. And then you was honest with yourself enough to say, you know what, let me just like not do this.
Exactly.
Let me try to figure out something else to do while I'm trying to figure out what to do with myself and how to further heal with that. So that's cool. I think people have a problem with we have an issue, all of us, and I believe to a degree, we all have an issue with being embarrassed, humiliated. Humiliation can cause a person to have severe insecurity to the point where they start questioning all of the principles that they learned that was good for them. And so they become reclusive, and they become very based when it comes to their observations of things. So everything becomes cut and dry and black and white and all that kind of stuff, because they just don't want to feel the gray areas. But you got to feel the gray areas first before you can get to the black and white. Because
Absolutely.
the black and the white is in there.
Absolutely.
So before you're able to be confident in black or white, get into that gray, deep dive into it, figure out what it really is that's going on with you, and then extract the black, extract the white, and then put it where it needs to be. And I think a lot of people don't do that. So this is the reason why I think having contact by phone goes with what you're saying. I can't see how you're progressing without me. And I thought that I was the best thing you ever had.
Yeah.
So the fact that you're having best thing moments after me, I can't see that. But I'm at least have contact through the phone. Like, so I see you out there having a good time. Or I see you out there doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like that, hey, big head text. Like everybody has been through that. If you leave that line of communication open, that means you haven't cut off anything. I mean, you're still maintaining the idea of things, man. So what you just said was on point, man. That's kind of like where I was going in that direction. It's like that's the reason why I worded it that way, because vice versa means nothing, because you can still contact and you can see it. And some people want to see it, need to see it, and they use it as fuel to try to go at you. But when you're able to cut it off, the imagery, but you still leave open the line of communication, that means you just want something. And a lot of times that's something that you want, you really don't even need, man. You just you have programmed and exercised your mind to think that this was the only person that could only do this only thing for you. And no, it's not the case. The case is that if you're going to do a full deep dive into your progression, there are things that you have to make some hard decisions, like cutting off the person that might be the one that gets you weak, like a Hancock. Remember with Will Smith and Charlize Theron? Got close to each other, he was weak, he was bleeding, he got cut and all that kind of stuff. But once he got further away, he became stronger. And sometimes the thing that you're closest to is the thing that make you the weakest. So,
right.
I appreciate
and then with social media today, bro, it's so many ways that people can put this perception out of what they're doing. You know what I'm saying, and how they moving. You know what I mean. And somebody who's not just self-aware and just conscious of themselves at a certain point. If you in this headspace where you can't, like, it's more emotion than logic, and you go to social media and you see your ex doing something, and you just really think they living this great life when they're probably not. And they just kind of putting it out there to maybe even make themselves feel better. You know what I mean? So like social media can really push a narrative that's not really out there.
Exactly. So, you could think that person happy. You could think that person is moving on just by the imagery, but sometimes that's not even the case.
It's not even the case at all.
Like what Latoya said here is she said phone. There's a choice in that. I could have the number and choose to call or not, choose to pick or don't. See, that's the thing. The choice is the mind part. It's like, did you make it up in your mind to not do that? If you haven't made that in your mind, then you looking for it. You looking for a reason. And the problem is you're not being honest about the fact that you are looking for said reason.
And I think when you go through that, and when you come through it, it's like, why did I even put myself through that? What was the purpose of putting myself through that? Because like I think if Jay hear me, like I think we have this weird thing where we feel like we have control over what people do because we feel that they're doing something to make us feel a certain way. Like you get into this really strange headspace where you really think somebody's maybe still thinking about you and they're doing these things to affect you. You know what I mean? They're doing these things because there's some type of connection they want to make you feel away. But even in that, you're not in control of that either. The only thing you control is getting out of that thought because you don't have control over what they're doing. If they're doing something to make you feel a type of way, honestly, that should be more power to you, who you are. Because you doing all this extra effort to make me feel away, and I'm over here chilling.
I'm over here in peace and content.
You know what I'm saying?
You know,
it's a very strange dynamic between perception and reality, bro.
Yeah,
it's like and I think today's society, we letting our perception really overtake a lot of shit, bro. Like, just with the world in general, bro. Like perception is creating so many hurdles. You know what I mean? And we're not taking the time just to sit back and think for a second and just really reflect on who we are, what's going on within our lives, and figure out, you know what? This is this right now. What's going on today? And then today you can happen tomorrow because you focus on today. Today is out the way. Today is taken care of. And today is taken care of. Once the day is taken care of, and you can go to sleep, okay, and you wake up the next day, then you handle the next day. You can't have no perception based off what's going on right now, what's going to happen tomorrow. You can go to sleep like, today is all right. I'm good today. And now you can't worry about what's going to happen tomorrow because you got to get through the day. You got to get through all it in relationships. You got to get through all that turmoil you're feeling emotionally. Sit down for a second and get through it so you can get to tomorrow, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure, 100%. Dope way to end that, bro.
Hey, we love y'all so much, man. We almost through, y'all. Y'all have been rocking with us for this whole
rocking with us for 3 hours, man.
Rocking with us for 3 hours, bro.
For 3 hours, bro.
The season finale. We are doing all of our segments. Y'all know the brothers, man. We deep dive sometimes. We get into it. This is our show. This is the finale, so we going up. We only got a couple more segments, man. We hope y'all stick with us, but if not, man, we hope y'all catch it later. We just love y'all, man. We're going to keep it rocking, bro. Hey, Busy. Yeah. It's been a minute, man. Let's do some blind rankings, bro.
Hey, man, we about to get real ignorant right now.
Let's go.
Hey, dog. This is the ignorant portion of the show. Where you're born. This is the real ignorant portion of the show. Yo, this is where we get real stupid. You know what I'm saying? We get real stupid. Check this out, man. Check this out, man. All right. Hey, I'm just gonna put it up. I ain't even gonna say it.
Oh man. Oh my God. Top 5 reasons to check your girl.
This guy wants smoke, bro.
Woo! Hey, if y'all didn't know at the beginning of the show, we said we chose a little bit of violence for the finale, but it's all in healthy conversation.
It's healthy conversation. Listen, I know I'm about to lose some of y'all.
Hey, look, hey, we love you too, Miss Lena Productions.
Hey, it's all love,
right? Hey, Latoya Cross said we talk too much.
Listen, this is what it's all about, though. We got to do a little talking, just a little bit. You did?
We almost done, y'all. We almost done.
Top five reasons to check your girl, man.
Let's go.
Now, I'm listen. This is very risque. All right. But I need y'all help, fella. Top 5 reasons. This is blind rankings, which means, and chat, y'all can participate. This means that I'm going to say something, and if you have to rank it and put it in its proper ranking according to what you think. All right.
Yeah.
Top 5 reasons why, or top 5 reasons to check your girl. Number 1, buying things they know they don't need.
Coming off the gate with that.
We talking about your girl. Nah, this ain't no dating. We talking about in your girl. Top 5 reasons. Hey, buying things they don't need, bro.
Buying things they don't need.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. That's coming out the gate, bro.
Talk to me. Anybody?
5 being the least, 1 being the best, right? I mean, 1 being the
least,
top,
1 being the best.
Dang, busy. Okay, I'm gonna put that at number 3 because if that's the first one, I know you got to eat, so I'm put that at number 3.
So he put it right down the middle. He splat that down the middle there. Get down there, splat down the middle there, boy. Oh, okay, we got some participation. Miss Smiley say 4.
Miss Smiley say 4.
Miss Lena Production say 5. Okay, we out here, bro. What you thinking, Jay? Where you at with it?
Hey man, Miss Smiley know what it is. It's a 4.
It's a 4.
Because it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen anyway. It's gonna be some tedious thing you're gonna have to keep saying, but it ain't gonna be that type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like that is gonna just make it or break it. You know what I mean? So be like, why you buy that?
What? Why you
next month? What you doing? What you know you don't need that. So out of 5 being the lowest, I'm gonna have to give it a 4 because I think it's something tedious less tedious than that. But I don't think that's high in the ranking.
All right, I'm gonna go 4 with you. I'm gonna go 4. Rollo at 3, JU at 4. I'm gonna go 4 as well for the same reason. Here we go. The next one. Asking too many questions.
I'm gonna think about that one.
Come on now. Come on, fellas. Smoke it out now. Asking too many damn questions. Come on, Red Hat. Come on, Red Hat.
I'm gonna give that. I'm gonna go 4 with that one.
Okay, he going 4. Where you at with it, JB the J?
I mean, I ain't got no problem answering questions though. I know when a lot becomes a lot, but you know what I mean, like, and you know what I'm saying. I work with people a lot, so you get the information I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna go 5.
All right, 5. All right, so this is funny because I'm doing this with you guys this time. I'm doing it a little differently. Okay. So Rollo at 4, JB and Jen at 5. I'm also at 5. I don't have a problem with answering a lot of questions. You know, even if I feel like you have too many questions, like, yo, you are really pressing. But I'm gonna put it at 5 because, you know, I don't mind answering. So I'll give you that. Here we go. The third ranking. Slapping your booty randomly. Like just now we talking about in a relationship now. We talking about your girl. And for some reason, she just want to randomly just give you that basketball, good job, coach.
Attaboys.
Attaboy on the ass. On the ass.
I know that's going to be 5 for a lot of women. That don't float the same way, but
you gotta think of where you are, bro. Like if you smacking my ass in the middle of a family dinner, that's a problem.
And it's random too. I don't even know when it's gonna happen. You just it's based off how you
random. Okay.
It's just randomly slapping your bottom randomly. Like what's up with that, dog? Where we at with it?
Damn.
I'm gonna do 3. I think it's something worse on his list.
You don't know where you at?
I'm thinking something worse on his list, bro. I am saving my spade card to cut whatever the hell he got coming up.
You know what? You all have done this all season long. You have tried to predict my list. You gotta.
I'm really trying to predict the. Smacking my ass randomly.
We have to because we only got 5 slots.
Come on, redhead. Come on, huh?
Man, I'll just put that at. I'll put that at 5, bro.
You put it at 5.
I feel there's a couple of worse ones coming.
All right, so you gonna put it at 5. All right. So far, we got buying things they don't. Buying things they know they don't need. We got Rollo at 3, JB at 4, myself at 4. Slapping your bottom randomly. Rollo at 5, JB at 3. I'm at 3 as well. Asking too many questions. I'm at 5, Jay at 5, Rollo at 4. The next one. Asking her ex for relationship advice. Asking her ex. This is top 5 reasons why you should check your girl. Asking her ex for relationship advice. What say you, JB and Rollo the dog?
I am going to spare the idea that if something else is worse than this, that's crazy. That's number 1 for me, dog.
Okay, number 1.
It's number 1.
Number 1 for the good man. Where you at, Red Hat?
That is number 1.
Number 1. Okay. Number 1. All right. Hold on. Let me get this score together. This is so funny how we do this because this is interesting. So we got buying things they don't know they don't need. Buying things they know they don't need. Myself and Jay at 4, Rollo at 3. Slapping your bottom randomly. Just slapping your ass randomly. It's 3, 3, 5. 5 is Rollo, 3 and 3 is me and Jay. Asking too many questions. 5 for me, 5 for Jay, 4 for Rollo. And then asking her ex for relationship advice is a unanimous 1, 1, and 1. That means this next one is 2, 2, and 2. Mm-hmm. And the final reason why you should check your girl is picking off your plate. You got your own damn food. Why the hell your fork on my plate? When I even asking in there.
Yes, sir.
You is diabolical as hell.
Yes, sir.
And that right there is the top 5, man. That's the top 5.
Very nice. That was dope. I feel good about my list. I feel good.
So let me go down real quick. I'm gonna do Rollo's list first. Number 5 for Rollo was slapping your bottom randomly. I don't understand. Number 4 for Rollo was asking too many questions.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
Asking too many questions was number 4 for Rollo. Number 3 for Rollo was buying things they know they don't need. Number 2 for Rollo was picking off your plate. Number 1 was asking her ex for relationship advice. Number 5 for Jay, asking too many questions. Number 4 for Jay, buying things they know they don't need. Number 3 was slapping your bottom randomly. Number 2, picking off your plate. And also number 1, asking her ex for relationship advice. And myself, number 5 was asking too many questions. Number 4, buying things they know they don't need. Number 3, slapping your bottom randomly. Number 2, picking off your plate. And number 1, asking her ex for relationship advice. That was mine. Rankings, ladies and gentlemen.
That was fun, though.
That was fun, bro. Shout out to Tay Biz of Blind Rankings, man.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, man.
That was a good one. I knew you was coming with some heat for the last 2. I felt, hey, just to let y'all know, I felt a little, I didn't feel great about putting Slap in my butt at 5 because I don't, if it's random, but I feel better with the last 2. I'm good. I'm good now. I can deal with the list. I can deal with the list, man. Thank y'all so much, man. Hey, we got a Rollo's rundown, y'all, man. Last one for the season. Let's go.
Last one for the season. Rollo's rundown. Let's go.
What's up, y'all? Normally on Rollo's rundown, I give some type of thought based off some inspiration I had, based off something I went through, based off things I've experienced. But this Rollo's rundown is just a salute to me and my brothers. In 2017, we sat in the car and we came up with this plan to put out some content based off the discussions that us three just had as men. And it was just an idea, you know what I mean? It was just something that we were thinking we could do just for fun or whatever the case was. And we sat on it for a very, very long time. That idea has become the MALEROOM show. And I just want to let y'all know how proud I am of my brothers. I want to let y'all know how proud I am of us. I want to let our mail carriers know how much we appreciate y'all, because you guys have helped something that started as a small idea with 3 best friends just chilling in the car to something that we feel we have reached people. Are we a big channel? No. We have 1 million subscribers? No. Have we reached 1 million people? No. But have we reached people? Yes, we have. Have we done something that we planned on doing together and make it what we wanted it to be? We have done that. So this is a salute to my brothers. This is a salute to our channel. And this is a salute to the people who have been rocking with us since season 1. I just want to thank y'all so much. I have grown because of this show. I have grown because of the camaraderie, the grander camaraderie, the camaraderie I've built with my brothers since this show. It has expanded. We've gotten to know each other more, believe it or not. And this show and this network and the people who have been rocking with us since the beginning have been a major part of that. So this is a salute to you, Tay. This is a salute to you, Jay. This is a salute to what we've been able to do. And this is not the end. We're going to keep going. I tell my brothers this in the meeting a lot. We old enough to know what we talk about, but we're young enough to keep this going for a long time, man. And our goal is to keep doing this Our goal is to keep bringing you this content. Our goal is to keep having conversations. Our goal is to keep making people aware of certain things, and we hope that you continue to rock with us. I want to tell Jay and say I love y'all, man. This has been, I didn't know this was going to turn into this. I really didn't. We came up with an idea, and it has became more than I thought. So I just want to encourage us to keep going, my brothers. I want to encourage the male carriers, whatever we say on this show that you can grasp from to make your life just a little bit better. I'm just happy if we were able to help you in any type of way. And if you've been able to take something that can make your life a little bit better, please do. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. And it's the summertime, man. Y'all get out there, enjoy yourselves, be safe, and we'll see y'all again soon, man. I love y'all, man. Rollo's Rundown.
Great rundown, sir.
Man, that was man.
Awesome.
I'm over here speaking.
Rundown, man.
Yeah, that's right. We want to thank y'all so much. We want to thank everybody that stuck with us for these 3 hours and 20 minutes. This was the season 4 finale, man. We thank y'all so much for rocking with us again. And I can't express how much we appreciate y'all. We talk about our male carriers all the time in our meetings. We talk about how much y'all just been here, man, just loyal. From our moderators to the new subscribers to the old subscribers. Y'all don't understand how much we love y'all, man. Again, we are not a big channel, but we are focused on what we are doing. We are focused on who is in our family. Y'all are a part of our family. People that tune in each and every week, people that email us, people that send us messages to our Instagram for ideas. That plays a major part in what we do, man. Like I said, we are not going anywhere, man. We don't filter subscribers. We don't do none of that. We come with y'all with who we are. This is me and my brothers talking like we would, but we wanted to share with you. And we thank y'all so much for accepting us and accepting what we do, man. We're going to keep going. This is the end of season 4, but we got a lot more coming, man. So just stick with us, man. Please tap into the MALEROOM Network. We got other content coming. Just rock with us. Make sure y'all hit us up again still on all of our social media platforms throughout the end season, throughout the off season. Everything is at the MALEROOM Network, Facebook, Instagram. Make sure you email us at the MALEROOM313@yahoo.com. Y'all can still keep giving us ideas, keep giving us content, whatever you want to talk about on this network. And of course, like, comment, and subscribe to the MALEROOM Network on YouTube, man. I love y'all. Everybody on the live chat right now, everybody that's seeing this now, everybody that's going to see this later, I love y'all. This is something that we started from literally the bottom of nothing. And we just decided to make it work, man. And we've been able to reach some people. And that's all we really wanted to do, man. This is a real show. These are my brothers up here. These 2 dudes above me are my brothers. This is not filtered. These are conversations that we have when we're not in front of the camera. And we just appreciate y'all for being willing to watch us and just let us and just watch how we and just appreciate how we discuss amongst each other things that we view in our ways of moving and our ways of thinking. And we hope that y'all stay with us, man. I love y'all, man. What y'all got for the people, fellas?
Go ahead, Tay.
First of all, man, I just want to say, Rollo, that was the best rundown of the season, bro. To me, it was like the epitome of all your rundown. You know what I'm saying? I just want to express the fact that, like I said, when I had messaged you all earlier in our Trinity chat, you know what I'm saying? That it's always a pleasure working with you on this project here. That we have. This is something that we have talked about for years. And this is something that we have collectively agreed to do. And from season 1 to season 4, drastic difference in our production, in our personalities, in our progress, in our points of view. our maturity. You can see it as in each season as you look at it. It's like there's a maturity level in everything that we're doing. There's a level of acceptance, even if we may not agree with each other's, ideas in the production meeting. We still come together and make it work because, collectively, when you have three creative minds like we have, it's like which creative mind trumps the other in certain things. And it's like we don't have that.
Yeah.
It's like, no, we're willing to accept each other's brilliance and savantness. And so I think that this has been, in my experience, this season 4 has been fun. It has been informative. It has been personal. It's been intimate. We've had shows where we just had a handful of people, and we just able to just have that living room conversation talk. That coffee and conversation plug for the MALEROOM Network. And so this is something that I can say for sure. Like, I totally agree. I have grown doing this show. I have progressed doing this show. I have been able to see both of you in different lights doing this show. And it's been nothing but positive throughout the whole time, and I'm so excited at the fact that we are doing this, and and I know we have the off season that we're going to get into, and that we have some things for the people that they don't know about yet, but we're going to definitely be announcing things later on and soon. But I just want people to understand that I want y'all to stay tuned, man, because we in these trenches. We small fish in a big pond when it comes to YouTube, and I'm cool with that. I like that, actually. It fuels me, you know what I'm saying? And so I just know that when we break out, we're going to touch some people, man, for the positive. We're going to touch some people the right way that will help them to understand what it takes to be able to operate and navigate in a space like the dating culture that's very casual and doesn't have a whole, a deep base foundation in certain areas, like how to navigate in that space, how to navigate when you're trying to date after you divorce, how to navigate when you're trying to have a relationship that's meaningful, but you don't want to mess it up because you have anxieties and things like that. Like we talk about so many different things in so many different ways that it makes this channel unique. Like, I don't know another channel that has a production like this, man. A countdown, a whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Like different segment insert videos, all this kind of stuff. Like, this is work that we do. And I remember Jay saying this too, like, yo, man, we put in work. And the fact that we put in the work and we don't complain about it, we don't make our audience be like, hey, y'all need to cash app us, or y'all need to. We don't do none of that stuff, man. We don't solicit nobody for nothing. We come out here, do what we got to do. We want to have a good show. And the one thing that I love the most is the fact that we agreed that if we feel like we had a good show, then we had a good show, despite what anybody else may think. If we know for sure, like, this was a good show for us, then we know that's a good show because we're in the trenches doing this. We know when we have bad shows. We've talked about that before. But when we have a good show, we know it. And we praise it. And this is something that I'm very, very happy and grateful about, man. Like, I'm just thankful for this, man. And I would not do this with anyone else. I'm not going to do something like this with anyone else when it comes to the MALEROOM show, the MALEROOM Network, man. It got to be my brothers. Like Rollo said, this is real life. We really know each other for real. We got decade plus, 20 plus years of friendship for real. We go way back from Randolph, Votech on the cheese bus to meeting Rollo over 10, 12 years ago at the Champs Sports Bar in Livonia, Michigan. No, I'm just being real. All right. We and ever since then, we've been brothers and tight, and we talked and we cried together, man. We had those moments where we all outside talking to each other, man. And the rain started coming, and we start crying together, and we start hugging each other as brothers because we needed it. We have been through loss. We've been through turmoil. We've been through sickness. We've been through losing people. We've been through a lot of things on this channel. And you would never know it because even though one person might not be on the show for a week or two, they come back full-fledged. One person might not show up for this particular show, but they come back full-fledged. Strong. I have strong men as friends. I don't have no weak men friends. These gentlemen are strong, positive men. And you all deserve respect and honor. And I want to honor and respect you right now, man. I wouldn't do this with nobody else. And I ain't going to do it with nobody else. So I thank you. I ain't going to try to cry, but I thank you. And I appreciate you. I feel it. I thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate y'all time. I appreciate your sacrifice, what you've been through. We all been through something. I've been through things on this show as well, and things of that nature, like personal stuff. And you all would never know because we don't show it. What we do show is that we're intentional about our show, about our network, about our channel. And when the time comes, don't worry. You're going to see more people in the chat. You're going to see more people on the lives, in the video. You're going to see it. It's coming. It's coming. Deion Sanders. It's coming, baby. Okay. Prime time, baby. It's coming. All right. 21 days of prime, baby. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you and I love you guys, man. Go ahead, Jay. You on mute, by the way.
And I'm gonna bring this home real quick just for everyone. The world we live in is wild right now. It's a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of stuff going on, whatever you feel about it or whatever you experiencing. It's just a lot going on, and it seems like it gets weirder and weirder as time goes on. So to have camaraderie though between people that you love and respect is a cherishable thing at this moment. I think is almost becoming an ancient thing, you know what I mean? That people respect it. You know what I mean? For the fact that you have people that you kick it with or people that you can respect in your life, somebody you're in a relationship with, the husband the wife that you have. Like, in the world we live in, it should be more respected, right? Yeah. And so our show is dedicated to giving people the tools to do that. And that's what I love about it. I think it's authentic as hell. Because we try to give our experiences the way it is and give it to people experiencing this stuff that's out here and give them hope that it works, right? There is a such thing as happiness still. And it doesn't have to be artificial. It don't have to be synthesized. It can be real within you, within your partner, within life itself. And so we try to give that avenue like that we can. We produce a show. I'm with Tay with that. I don't know another show that has this many legs that keeps my attention. Like, we can, you know what I'm saying? Like, we got comedy, we got inspiration, we got education, we got panel discussion, we got all this going on in an entertaining way. And I don't have nothing to watch like that. That's like, oh, I can't wait to do it again. So I love the fact that I have, and I'm a part of it too. Like, it's just a blessing for me too. So my admission, everybody else, yeah, we leaving, but we ain't gone. We got a lot of stuff coming. I mean, all season stuff coming. You never know. If you might email us, we might react to it the following week if we feel it.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So
Facts.
keep at it.
Facts.
Watch our old shows. Email us. Talk to us. Kick it. Our Facebook channel. I'm gonna start spearheading that just to have discussions on the side because we're just not off season. I just want to, keep bonding with the people that rock with us.
Yeah.
But hey, keep your head up in the time that we live in and believe in what you believe in for sure. And with that, be safe this summer. Make sure you cherish and respect everybody that you love and respect. And let's just keep it moving.
Most definitely, man. Very well said, my brother. And I'm just, I'm just going to expound I'm just going to kind of take further what Jay said. Hit us up on all of our social media platforms, man. We are going to be very, very active on our social media during the off season. So make sure y'all hit us up, man. Message us, email us. We are going to be very active on all of our platforms this off season. So if you reach out to us, you will get a response, man. So again, salute to my brothers. Thank y'all to all the mail carriers that's been rocking with us this season. We love and appreciate you so much. Have a great summer. Be safe. We love y'all. Mailroom, we out. Oh, yeah. Y'all see that? Yep. We got a podcast. We are on Spotify. And we got a podcast. We on Spotify. And we on Spotify.
On Spotify.
And if y'all need some content on your way to work, you need some content at the gym, or if you're cleaning the house and you want to hear some healthy conversation while you're doing your daily duties.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all hit us up on iHeart and Spotify. Mailroom Season 4, we are a wrap. My brothers, I love you. Mail carriers, we love y'all, man. We will holler at y'all soon. We out.
Yeah, out.
Yo. Thank you to all the moderators. All the mods.
Yes.
Love you.
Love you. Moderators, thank you.